Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
Oh, mother, we have got a game today. Florida Panthers look to assert their dominance on the Boston Bruins. Almost a dominating performance series-wise for the New York Rangers. We thought today we'd be talking, let's get that 3-1 lead. Let's move on to the Rangers. But Carolina Hurricanes last night, they had one more gas in them, I think. And now the Rangers have to play an extra game, which is okay because they could wait to get their you-know-what whooped by our very own Florida Panthers. Vlad's not, my cousin, by the way, not exactly excited about that. He took a little parting shot yesterday. I didn't have enough time to respond saying Rangers will have a home ice advantage. Well, I said they're going to have home ice advantage. You said even down here they're going to have home ice advantage.
Oh, they will.
I don't know. Panthers fans have been showing up. You've been at the games, Vlad. Got to admit, those crowds have been hot. Those crowds have been electric. Florida Panthers fans.
They have. It's not like, I'll put it this way. There'll be more Panther fans against the Rangers than there are more Heat fans versus the Knicks when they play at Kaseya Center.
More Rangers fans?
There'll be more Panthers fans than Rangers fans at Amarin Bank Arena, right? But there'll be a good amount of Rangers fans out there. But if you compare the arenas, if you go to a Knicks Heat game, there's a lot of Knicks fans there. It's almost like it's 50-50. I would say it's probably 65-35. If you go Panthers-Rangers, if they meet up in the Eastern Conference Finals, it'll probably be 75-25 Panthers fans.
Okay, we'll take that.
But if you're losing, that 25 is loud.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand. I'm telling you too, man. And this is the other thing. I don't like this. People say like, and you Knicks, speaking of Knicks fans, remember they took over Wells Fargo Center against Philadelphia.
Dude, they almost took over Indiana. Like if you listen to that game, there was a good amount of Knicks fans that traveled to Indiana to go watch them play. And the sad part about it is because the tickets are so expensive in New York at MSG, it's actually cheaper to take a flight or travel to go see them play. Absolutely.
Also, going to the middle of Indiana, that's another thing.
Right. Well, I mean, going to the middle of Indiana is not, especially Knicks fans, it's not a thing that Knicks fans want to do.
Not the most exciting thing. The biggest thing to do in Indianapolis, other than St. Elmo's, is
what? Go visit
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Go visit Michael Jackson's home in Gary.
Gary?
Yeah.
I thought Gary's more of Chicago than it is Indiana.
It's Gary, Indiana.
Or Indianapolis, I should say. I don't know. I've never been.
Don't go there, bro.
Never had the pleasure of going to Gary, Indiana. I don't think I will.
No, you don't want to go there.
No,
you don't want to go there. There's just certain places in the Midwest you don't want to go.
Rough spot, man. Michael Jackson grew up in the hood, bro.
I know. Joe wasn't playing.
Joe had that little kid out there in the streets.
But forget Joe, because Catherine was the queen about it. And happy Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
To all my mamas, babies, mamas. We love you.
Yeah.
Gifts already done for
I
me.
wonder how many happy Mother's Days guys had to send out.
I haven't called Big Lynn today. And also it's my brother Paul Day All Day's birthday.
Happy born day to Paul Day All Day.
Oh man. So we got a little birthday action, little Mother's Day action going. Like I said, my mom doesn't live here. You're luckily enough, Vlad, to have the blessing. Some people say blessing. Some people say you live with your mother and you're going to be with her today. So that's absolutely wonderful. Best wishes to her, of course.
Yes, sir.
And of course, we have sports on a Mother's Day. We got a mother of a game. Oh, the Panthers, if they could take 2 on the road in Boston, take a 3-1 series lead. Look, you said they didn't dominate. Scoring 6 goals in the past 2 games, that's pretty dominating.
You know what? Look, I need you guys to relax. All right?
Dude, give us this.
No, I don't want you to think overconfidence.
Okay. Yeah, you yesterday were not overconfident about the Rangers. I told you you'll be all right.
It's playoffs. You have to. Listen, man. Don't play with your food. Don't play with your blessings. You've won 2 in a row, right? The Panthers won 2. You even up the series after game 1. They took the 1-0 lead, and I felt like they thought this is gonna be easy. These guys are tired. They just had a 7-game series against the Maple Leafs,
Quite the
and
opposite.
it was quite the opposite. But I also felt a week off with the rust. They needed the rest, but they were rusty. Second game down 1-0. They responded quickly and lay a beat down. Literally and figuratively speaking, they laid the smackdown on the Bruins. Great. Then they went to Boston and they continued that. I could say the 2 games where I've been dominating, but I don't want you guys to think or get overconfident because look, the Bruins win game 4. It's the best 2 out of 3 now.
No, you're back at a 2-2 series against a team.
That's what I'm saying. So focus, one step at a time. Win this, so that game 5 in Sunrise, man, 19,000 strong, going crazy. Let's do this.
I will say, of all the types of sports fans, maybe the most boisterous and the loudest and the most just into it, hockey fans are right up there, Vlad. I have to admit. You've been to a lot of different stadiums, a lot of different games.
I love hockey, bro. I love hockey fans in the
intense.
postseason. I've been to LA, I've been to Anaheim, been to New York, been to Florida, obviously Sunrise. Yeah.
Intelligent, number one. When I say intelligent about the game, number one. Number two, very, very hardcore. Very, very hardcore. So let's go, Panthers fans. Vamos, Gatos. Let's get this one tonight. Let's assert our dominance.
Richie, funny. Yeah, look at Vlad quoting his buddy Bob. Focused.
Oh, yeah, be careful. Say it the Spanish way.
Yeah, no, hey, I say, listen, man, it's not Bob's fault, man. It's his accent. It's great.
Told you I got a friend, Gus, one of my dudes over there at Duffy's and Plantation. He's originally from Venezuela. He played baseball, and his mother came and would yell out, Gus. And she'd say it the Spanish way. I don't want to say it on the American Airways, on the United States Airways, but she'd say in Spanish, and she'd say, Gus, focus. But, in Spanish, it's a little different way. And his friends would be like, Gus, why is she telling you to?
Yeah, I get it.
Gus, focus. But in Spanish.
Yeah.
They're like, why is your mom wanting you to?
The UCK, man. The UCK is tough, man. It's tough. The UCK is tough.
So Panthers tonight. Yeah, let's
6:30.
Kachuk them up. Let's just Kachuk them up.
Kachuk them up happened already.
I know it's going to happen again. Let's go, the Panthers.
And, Boston might be without one of their key players. Brad Marchand is questionable.
He was hobbled last game too, I thought.
So, but these hockey players are tough, bro. He's probably
Matthew Tkachuk played with a busted sternum last year in the playoffs. Jimmy Butler had the sniffles after going to a tennis match and had to miss a game. Let's call it what it is.
Big facts.
Matthew Tkachuk sitting there with a busted sternum. Basically, your insides are busted. And he's like, and they had to force him to finally say, "You got to sit down, man." Like,
You're not lying. You're not lying. I can't.
They literally had to take his uniform away. Like,
no. Listen,
he goes to his locker.
This is postseason. These guys are effed up. Trust me. They're taking a 95 to 100 mile per hour shots that we realize they're getting on the ice and getting hit by these pucks 10 to 20 times. You know what I mean?
Matthew Tkachuk last postseason.
Bruised sternum, bro. Like what?
No, wasn't bruised.
Busted?
It was busted.
It was a busted sternum.
He's walking.
Who
took my uniform?
Yo, fam.
Who's getting it?
Let me ask you this. You got a busted sternum, right? And then you got to go skate and you got to get hit, forecheck, body check, and you're strapped. Like you don't even have. Oh, come on, man. These guys are tough, bro.
Dude. Once again,
these guys are tough.
I brush up against Matthew Tkachuk in elbow room. He says, "You want to go?" I do. I ain't asking my coach, or I'm not turning to you, Vlad. Should I go? Because luckily, you'd be a good enough family member to say, "Nah, man, you don't want that smoke." But sorry, bro. I don't have your back on this one either, man. Oh, let's go.
Dude, that was so bad, man. He got his ass kicked, bro.
Hey, Vlad, should I go?
Nah, you see who you fight. Get your ass back here, man.
Come here. Hey,
Jim Montgomery's a bad coach. I would have been like, nah, fam, get your ass back here, man. We lost.
It's too early in the series. I mean, it's easy to say.
We got the split. Listen, I didn't get that. We're getting our ass kicked, right? They're playing. They need this win. They got it. Why is my team trying to spark something up?
Yeah,
they're already motivated.
That's bad.
You're pissing them off now.
That's bad coaching.
It is absolutely bad coaching if you really, in hindsight, like if you really think about it, Cousin, like think about it, Dan. I got the 5-1 victory in game 1. right? I got the steal.
That's all you want.
I just did a 7-game series against one of my blood rivals. Maple Leafs and Bruins, original 6. That's a rivalry. I got to go face this other team that's a rival of mine. And I get the upper hand early. All right, game 2, I get a 1-0 lead. We're thinking maybe we could steal the second game. Nah, they said, They scored, they're winning. When it got to 4-1, yo, fam, call it off. Let's get some rest. Let's get back to Boston.
Don't give them any. Don't poke the bear.
You poking the bear when they're already getting their mojo, and then now you're poking them, and then you're getting your ass beat. And then look what happened to you in game 3 from the jump.
This is how stupid it was. The bad coaching once again. So even if the microphones catch, him being like Pasternak going like, I want to go fight him. Can I go fight him?
And then you don't get one of your best players. But they catch a fighter.
They catch the coach going, no, get on the bench. Just sit down. And they come at you afterwards and say, why didn't you let him go out there? Were you scared? Say, no. We got the 1-1 series tie. The game was out of hand. We don't need the penalty minutes. We don't want to give them any bulletin board material. It's not my job to send players out there to fight. It's my job to get these players ready for the next game, which we're going to win in Boston. You say that, it's over. Everybody's off the hook. No one gets punched in the face and knocked out.
And then what happened? Game 3.
And your dumbass coach goes out there and get his ass fired, too. Matthew Tkachuk didn't just knock out Pasternak. Might have knocked out Montgomery, too, because you're going to lose this series. And the streets need a body, Vlad. Go ahead, play it. Just go ahead. Let the world know. The streets need a body. And the
streets do need a body. I got to get my own page, bro.
Why don't you? You should have these hotkeys ready to go, bro.
I don't have my own page.
Put it on my page. All right, it's not even my page. It's our page anyway. But who's going to be the body when the Florida Panthers beat the Boston Bruins for a second year? I think Montgomery.
It's got to be Jim Montgomery.
It's got to be Montgomery. Streets need a body. And Boston streets definitely need a body. We know they have a history from the Boston Tea Party on. Madness of King George. They wanted that body. Yeah, they might not have gotten it. It's kind of crazy nonetheless. We got to get some headlines, though. Here we go. Panthers, they look to take that 3-1 series lead today when they face the Bruins at 6:30. At 9:30 tonight, Vancouver Canucks and Edmonton Oilers square off with that series tied at 1. Edmonton always worth the price of admission. Connor McDavid is just fantastic. Last night's playoff action saw the Celtics. Oh, no! What do we do now, Vlad? Are the Celtics the best team in the NBA, or are they the worst team in the NBA? Well, they won yesterday. They beat the Cavs 106-93.
It's like you can't even. All right, I know.
So we're back on the Celtics.
Understand what I'm saying? It's a best 4 out of 7.
Nope.
There's a chance you're gonna lose a game in those 7 opportunities.
Nope.
I can't stand okay, they're the number 1 seed, right?
So when they win, they're the best team in the NBA
in the world,
championship.
In the effing world.
When they lose, apparently they don't play game 2s very well. When they lose to the Heat 1 game, when they lose 1 game to the Cavs, worst team in the playoffs. Joe Mazzulla is going to get fired. The city of Boston hates Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and they just go off. Give it a breast. Now, Vlad, you were right about this one. Those Mavericks, they look pretty good.
That was even Luka and Kyrie's best game.
But Kyrie got that floater at the end. Clutch City, baby.
Nah, ain't nobody more skilled than that guy, man.
No, and that's the thing. People are coming back around on Kyrie. You never wavered on him.
I never. It's Kyrie.
I never wavered on his talent. And a lot of times I gave him a pass just because he's a little crazy to begin with.
He's smoking. He might be smoking some good Zaza. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Crazy. You know what I mean?
But the world's coming back around on, I like Kyrie.
Kyrie does not have a bad. I don't think he has a bad heart. He doesn't have a bad soul. And I always say this, bro.
Flipping the bird of the
when you're a genius at something, there's other parts of your psyche that might be a little bit, off a little bit.
He's a little off, Vlad.
Because you're okay. That's what I just said.
The earth is flat,
fam. When you're a genius at things,
right? Yeah, you are a little.
All of them.
You're a little off kilter.
Prodigies. If you look at it, they got a little off.
I mean, look at Albert Einstein,
Michael, MJ, Prince. You know what I mean?
Weird as hell too.
They're weird.
Yeah, they are.
But it's not bad weird. You know what I mean?
We just put Kyrie Irving in the class of
Albert because Einstein, look, when you're skilled like Kyrie, when you're skilled like Kyrie, it's like, dude, watching Kyrie it's worth the price of admission.
Dude literally looks like the basketball is part of his body. When I say the part of his body, like he just like
I
you,
don't
like
even
you and I
think
move
it's like
our
he's
arms and legs.
dribbling the ball like a yo-yo, bro. It's ridiculous.
It's like you and I. He has control over the basketball, like we have control over our motor skills when we're sober. It's just amazing, man. But no, Mavericks took a 2-1 series lead. Give you credit. You still have the Mavericks going to the championship.
yes.
They beat the Thunder 105-101. Boston and Dallas are now tied 2-1 in their series, or leading their 2-1 series. In the NHL, the Carolina Hurricanes did stave off that sweep, defeating the New York Rangers 4-3. And the Dallas Stars took a 2-1 series lead over the Colorado Avalanche, winning 4-1.
Yeah, that was a good Carolina game. It was tough.
Hey, man.
Every game ends 4-3 in that series.
I know it's tough, man.
It's been three. I think it's 3 in a row, right?
Get Rimpey in there, man. Just get him in there. That's what you need. That's a
Nah,
spark.
we don't need bad penalties though. You know what I mean? Like if Rimpey was in Boston and at game 2 and he was the one that was doing all the fights, I would understand it. If you had a Matt Rempe, if Boston had a Matt Rempe and then they were getting their ass kicked like the way the Panthers was beating them down, and then you wanted to get a fight just to get a spark, that's the guy. 6'7", 230, and just could take a punch, right? And when he lays a punch, you go down.
Yeah, man.
That's not good. But
It's
no,
just
they didn't have
odd.
that.
Whenever he fights a guy, as the fight goes on, you just see the guy's face get redder and redder and redder and blustery. Oh, man.
Oh, the guy that Rempe's punching?
Yeah. You're like, whoa. And then at the end, they're just like mauled. Oh, speaking of maulings, Inter Miami was getting mauled last
Bro, I
night.
watched that game last night.
2-0 right before halftime. Doesn't matter. 3-2. Inter Miami defeats Montreal.
Royalty2.com, guys.
Little bit of a little bit of controversy. Lionel Messi did go off for an injury.
Yes, I saw that.
He got injured. What do you call it? An injury injury check. And MLS has a new rule that you can't come in right away. Because, in other leagues, you go for your injury check. As soon as you're checked out, you're clear, you're ready to go.
Yeah, I know. No, they held
They
them.
make you hold off. Messi apparently visibly very upset about
He
that.
only had to wait 1 minute.
So
Relax.
what's going to happen, Vlad? The MLS will do exactly what Messi wants and change the rule this week.
Relax. It was 1 minute.
It was 1 minute.
It was literally 1 minute.
Suarez got a goal.
Inter Miami has this problem.
Turnpike Derby coming up.
They have this problem. They like being down early in the game.
Yeah, that's gonna like that.
Dude, the first goal by Montreal by this guy, this kid, I think his name was
They scored 2 in the first 30 minutes.
I want to make sure that his name is right because
Be careful. Pronounce it correctly.
No, it's not that I have to pronounce it correctly.
No, I know what you mean.
I just want to make sure that's his last name.
Okay. Or his name. But yeah, Inter Miami has this bad habit of getting down and having to come back. It's worked so far, but in the long run, and as we know, the MLS playoffs, it's one and done. There's no 2 legs of which I think they need to do. They need MLS. Let's grow up a little bit. Let's get the aggregate going and stuff. And the championship game can be like all the other championship games.
It's Duke. Okay, I want to make sure it was Duke. I thought it was thought his name was Richard, but it's Duke, right? Beautiful goal by Montreal, the first goal. They just countered Inter Miami. And then before you know it, 10 minutes later, they were down 2-0. And you're like, oh man, what's going on? But you got Messi, you got Suarez, you got Busquets, you got these guys.
Kaminsky gets
right.
Goal.
You got these guys, you're like, all right, you're not gonna, you don't feel like they're gonna lose, but their defense is so bad that you don't want them to be down 3-0. They scored on a beautiful free kick right when Messi was out. So Messi would have taken the free kick, but because they had held him back because of the injury time, what's his name? Rojas scored the goal. And then not too long later, 2-3 minutes later, Suarez equalizer, which should have been an offside on Messi. Messi was offside on that, but the referees are not going to call that because it's Lionel Messi.
Don't get me started on Real Madrid and they're offside.
And then Cromartie's goal was it was interesting. It was a great play. It was a great setup, but he didn't really he just got enough of the ball. He kicked enough of the ball to get the ball past the goalie, and it just went straight into the goal. It was good. It was fun. Montreal definitely had a great night seeing Messi play because, boy, when they saw him go down, you heard just a.
That's so funny. Inter Miami has home crowd advantage everywhere they play.
Absolutely, because everybody's just here to see number 10.
When they go to play Orlando in the Turnpike or whatever you want to call it, Derby, this coming Wednesday. Will it be somewhat more of a hostile crowd because it is a derby? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Orlando, they're pretty shady. But I mean, so many fans can come up from
It's
Miami.
Wednesday, right?
Yeah, it's Wednesday, 7:30 in Orlando.
Oh, it's in Orlando?
Derby, baby. Yep.
I thought it was down here.
No. Going on up the turnpike, the bright line, whatever you want to call it, derby. Flamingo Derby. Nonetheless.
Turnpike Derby, right?
Turnpike Derby. I don't think they've ever really given it like this real name, but Dolphins, they finished up rookie camp. Some of the notes, Jalen Wright looks very fast. Patrick Paul, if you looked at Omar Kelly, our dude Omar Kelly's X.com, Patrick Paul is huge, by the way.
Wait. Jalen Wright looks really fast.
That's like they look fast. That's the reports. That's the reports.
Whatever, man. It's not like they're putting on. I mean, they don't have pads on.
Can't teach speed. And then Mohamed Kamara is said to be just fired up, running around, punching lockers, going crazy. Notes. Canes baseball team, they took care of Virginia Tech again yesterday. They dropped them 7-5. Now the Miami Hurricanes go for the sweep of the series today at 1. And let's talk about baseball some more. The Marlins, they fell to the Phillies 8-3. So they lost 8-2 the first game. Got better yesterday, 8-3. We both said that Jazz Chisholm and Brian De La Cruz going to get at least a hit. They did. So that means they're going to get traded tomorrow whenever the series is over. Jesus Luzardo did return from injury and struck out 8, though. So that also means he'll probably be traded very soon. And for the people like, oh, God, you guys are making fun of the Marlins. That everybody does that. It's like, no. Vlad and I actually love the Marlins and actually we're big fans of them, are still big fans. And last year, I was pushing at the very beginning of the season. They make the playoffs. This year, not so much. Vlad and I go to games. We care about the Marlins. We're just very disappointed and upset with what Peter Bendix has done so far. Maybe it'll work out in the end.
They got 10 wins.
Maybe it won't. They got 10 wins. Yeah. So the best team in the majors, the Philadelphia Phillies, go for the sweep of the worst team in the majors, the Miami Marlins, today at 1:40. Officer Perez, Godspeed. Love you. With that being said, let's take a step into the day spa. Oh, man. A New York City jail guard recently got injured when their body camera caught fire.
You know what? I've always wondered when that was going to happen.
I don't know. Do you think that really happened, or that the official report of what it is?
Well, how did his body get on fire?
What movie is that? Con Air, where the guy has a little gasoline pep. Maybe it was an inmate.
There's no John Malkovich, you know.
Okay. Little contraband in there. No contraband.
No.
Oh, if you were in, let's not even play that game, Vlad. I was gonna say, what would you want to be snuck in, like a cell phone or some toilet wine or something?
No.
Have you thought about what you want snuck in?
I'm never planning on going to jail.
No, I can't go back, man. I can't go back.
This guy.
I can't go back.
On Mother's Day? Come on, man.
I love you, Mom. Big Lynn. Happy birthday, Paul.
Absolutely, it would be furloughs.
Preludes?
Weekend furloughs, man.
Oh, yeah. I said snuck in, not, acceptably.
Oh, no. You can sneak that.
Oh, imagine having to clean the conjugal visit trailers after. Oh, what a job. What a job.
I hope, man. That's not a job I hope Fritz or June Maria is doing. That's not a good job, man.
Not on Mother's Day. All right, Vlad, I want to talk Dolphins. Raheem Mostert and Tyreek Hill recently said some interesting things. Maybe it'll make Dolphins Nation happy. Maybe it'll make you mad. We'll find out next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Makes me think about Big Win. Her favorite thing to drink on a Sunday? Or pretty any day. Bloody Mary. I'm a big Bloody Mary fan. So, Big Win. I would say I'll sell you some money for a Bloody Mary, but I don't think she does that or knows how to do any of that stuff. So, next time I see you, I'll buy you a nice Bloody Mary. A nice Bloody Marys. Always so good. I like Bloody Marys. I don't care what anybody says.
Meh.
Spicy, delicious, nutritious.
Not my thing.
Okay. I mean, I have weird taste in a lot of things, but we're not going to get into that right now. Dolphins finished up rookie camp. I told you, Jalen Wright looking fast. Dolphins actually traded up in the third round because they saw something they really liked in Jalen Wright. A lot of people saying it's a questionable draft because we already have Raheem Mostert, who's coming off a career year, although he is 31. And you have Devon Achane, who was a breakout rookie star, but was partially injured part of the season. But you would still think pretty solid running back room, especially with those two guys kind of anchoring it, throwing some other guys here and there. Got a good little stable, but apparently they felt as though they needed to draft up and get Jalen Wright from the University of Tennessee, another speedster that runs a sub 4.40. Well, now you're saying, okay, the running back room is strong. There's going to be a lot of speed, no doubt. But will these guys be getting along? And someone asked the question I think we all wanted to ask Raheem Mostert. Were you stoked about hearing there's another running back in your room?
My reaction at the time, I was just like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's the same typical thing, draft drama, pretty much all the time, regardless of the position. But no, I'm honestly excited, to have Jalen come in, just another Jalen coming in on the mix on the team. So just excited to have him here and try to coach him up, try to help him out within this offense, and let's see what he can do. I'm all about in-person experiences, and thus far, regardless of any team that I've been a part of, who they drafted, I've always embraced the opportunity, not only for myself, but the people around me and in the room too. So just super excited to have everybody here, and he's going to be here sometime this weekend, I believe, with rookie minicamp. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And like I said, I just can't wait to, work with him.
He went on to say the more the merrier when it comes to speed in the running backs room. Then he went on to, as you heard, say excited about 5 different times, which, the more times you say you're excited, Vlad, you know what that means. You're not excited at all.
You're not excited.
You can tell in his voice too. Yeah, I'm just really excited that we got another guy in this room. I'm 31, trying to make a living here, coming off a career here. But that's competitiveness, and I think Raheem Mostert's going to be a true pro. And the few interactions I've had with Raheem Mostert, he seems like an absolute pros pro and a stand-up guy. But at the same time, not excited sounding like to have another running back in the room. It's like there's,
I mean, it's a running back position. You always have to have enough running backs, but the vet's always going to feel like that guy's going to take their spot.
Yeah, and that's what you got to feel. And also they feel as though, hey, look, and we can groom him, we can get him. And this is a different league. This isn't the league of the Leroy Hordes back in the day. And I'm throwing out Leroy's name because
why Leroy catching a stray?
No, he's not catching a stray. No, I'm saying in his day, the running back was just so valued. Now it's like, if we can get a guy that's decent for a way lesser price, like Isaiah Pacheco, who's good, but teams are willing to not put a premium on running backs as much as they used to. So Raheem Mostert, if Devon Achane and Jalen Wright play really well this year, well, then they're going to say, well, we don't exactly need Raheem Mostert. You know what I'm saying? So the running back position isn't as valued as it used to be. As like I said, back in the day in a Leroy Horde era where it was very valuable and untradeable almost. Now it's
still valuable. It's just
but that's the thing. If you feel as though if you can find a guy at a cheaper price that's decent enough, you go with him. You'll find a way. Of course, Kansas City does that because they've got number 1. And I'm not talking about his number or his jersey. I'm talking about his rank,
5.
His rank in the NFL.
He's the GOAT, baby GOAT.
He might not be a baby anymore. He might be.
Yeah, he's not even a baby.
He might not be the baby no more.
He might just the GOAT right now.
Tom Brady.
Living GOAT. Not living. Playing GOAT. Living playing GOAT.
Yeah. I didn't, and I don't want to get too far off the subject. Actually, we'll just talk about the Tom Brady roast later on. And
still haven't seen it.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you weren't impressed?
I haven't seen it, too. I don't want the TV anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
My rabbit Rami bit through the cord, man. I'm done for a little while. Should probably I'll go talk to IT about that. Nonetheless, Raheem Mostert sounds like, yeah, I don't like this.
Dude, you're 31. You just had your best season, right?
You did get injured at the end of the season.
You did get injured, but right now you're looking at towards the end of your career. So therefore, you saw what the rookie did. You saw what Achan did last year. You pretty much know that you're going to be splitting time with him. But now if they bring another guy, they might give Achan you more of your possessions, and he might get the backup. The backup carries that Achan was getting. So
Right.
therefore, you might be, you don't know, you might be a training camp cut. Like, that's a possibility.
Yeah, anything's possible, especially like I said with the running backs and how things go. So it's never fun. And I don't blame Raheem Mostert. They bring in someone at your job that does pretty much the same thing you do, and they tell you, "Oh man, we really went out of our way to get this guy or girl," and you're like, I don't know how much I like this. I'll be a pro and I'll help out and I'll be nice, but at the same time, and I can't say I wouldn't. I would probably be the same way Raheem Mostert is. So hopefully it's just motivation. That running backs room is strong. Hopefully there's no injuries, but if there is, depth doesn't hurt. Now, Tyreek Hill, Vlad, you have an idea that says maybe the same demon has possessed Tyreek Hill and Jimmy Butler, because they're the same player right now.
They are literally the same player right now. Right now, they're your two biggest stars on your two favorite sports team down here. They've performed. They have produced. They performed. But when you first have them, you tend to accept some of the behavior and antics. Antics. Let me say antics. You accept the antics early because they're producing and performing. But even though they're producing and performing, they still haven't given you that final
big win, big championship.
That final thing that because then if they give you the title, you can, whatever they do, you're going to accept. Obviously, you're not going to accept crimes or anything crazy, but you're going to accept their behavior.
Yeah.
And if they have a falling out or a disagreement with management. And I think right now, both guys going after performing very well, Jimmy for 5 years, Tyreek for 2, contracts are coming up. They still want to play. They still want to get paid.
So Tyreek Hill was recently on the Around the Bar podcast, which actually looks like a pretty cool podcast where they sit around a bar and drink and talk and do stuff. This is what Tyreek Hill said. Now, as a Dolphins fan, I love this. I would like to retire in Miami, but we all know how the NFL is, how jobs go, and people getting promotions over here. And, we understand that. But Miami is a great city, man. I love the team I play on. I love the guys in the locker room, love the head coach, love the GM. So that means sign me. I love all you guys so much. I want to stay in Miami forever, man. Keep me there. Love it.
Right, but he's also the same guy that said that he's going to retire to be a porn star. Like, you can't really believe anything that he's saying. Right now, everybody's talking all that good stuff because it's the off season, but the season's about to soon come up. And you want to make sure your future is taken care of.
First of all, what he said right there is great as a Dolphins fan. I love it. Tyreek Hill, though, yeah, you got to take everything he says with a grain of salt. Remember, he said, "Oh, my contract's up. I'm done." And you and I both said, that's a lie. Tyreek Hill is going to play until his legs fall off. Mark my words. And probably won't be the rest of his life here in Miami. He's going to end up like an OBJ, eventually kind of bouncing around towards the end of his career. Nonetheless, he wants to be here in Miami forever. We want him here in Miami forever, as long as he keeps producing and stays out of a lot of trouble. And when I say a lot of trouble, I mean, just let's not get the police involved, because the police have been involved in some of the Tyreek Hill stuff lately. But him and Jimmy want to be here forever. At least they want to end their careers here. Just keep producing and stay out of trouble, or relative trouble, and you're going to be okay.
Right, but then, okay, what if they produce, still getting in trouble, but you're not winning? The ultimate goal.
Yeah, you're okay. Okay. I mean, as long as you're producing, it's one of those things.
But so what?
Have you noticed?
Jimmy's produced.
Yeah.
But you could hear that there was, all right, enough of your antics in Monday's press conference. That's soon going to happen, because not only you got to sign Tyreek, you also got to sign Jalen.
You got to sign Jalen. Jalen got that 5th year, extension, whatever. But yeah, you're going to have to sign him. And Tyreek Hill is kind of saying in there, like, I ain't taking no pay cut. I want to be here in Miami, so let's get it done. But
he's also about to reach that age.
I ain't taking that pay cut.
But he's who?
Tyreek.
Yeah, but he's also about to
I
reach
know.
that age.
But what I'm saying is he's kind of trying to get ahead of it all by saying,
Absolutely
love
trying to
the
get ahead
city.
of it so that he can
Sign me.
so he can get his money up front now, so that in case they want to cut him. Because listen, something I realized is that all NFL contracts are 2 years. After 2 years, you can dump it.
Mhm.
You may have to take a loss, but it's a loss for a year or so, and that's it. But you can get rid of a contract after 2 years. The Giants are going to be done with the Daniel Jones contract after this season.
They can't wait to dump that bad boy.
So with Tyreek, but here's the flip to that. If you do sign those contracts, sooner or later, you're going to defer money in those contracts when they need some money to sign other free agents or keep players on the roster. So maybe you want that so that you have deferred money later on in the future. But I know you do want that deal now so that you have security.
Right.
And that's the thing. You want security, but can you be secured in paying a guy who's about to reach 30 years old and has been nicked up towards the end of the season the last 2 years?
Man, he was on pace to get 2,000 yards. I really thought he was going to do it. He was your whole offense, too, for a while. Remember that Tennessee Titans game when he went down and we didn't look like we knew what we were doing? Keep going, Tyree. Keep him here in Miami, though, but not believing a word he says, at least not for now. Up next, going to see what's trending on social media and have a happy Mother's Day. That is on Sports Day 560 WQAM. get into a little hashtag what's trending. Got some Bob Marley music going. Did you see the Bob Marley music, Vlad? The movie, Vlad?
No.
Yeah. Couple things. Number one, love Bob Marley, love his music. Somewhat interesting, but the story doesn't really translate to a movie. And I talked to other people that did see the movie, and if they weren't like, "Oh, Jamaica, I love Bob Marley," they were like, "Yeah, it was good. It was okay." It's like Hunter S. Thompson books. My favorite author of all time. They don't translate to movies. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the movie, no.
Okay.
The book, unbelievable. Anything he writes, unbelievable. Movie, Rum Diaries, bad movie. Johnny Depp's also in him, so that probably does something. But Vlad, we speak and the streets hear it. We were just now talking about the running backs room for the Miami Dolphins, and lo and behold, what's trending? Devon Achane.
What's up with him?
Nothing, just people are talking about how great he is. They're saying Ryan Heath says Devon Achane just had the most efficient rookie season ever and could well be the next Alvin Kamara among rookie running backs drafted 1 through 3 who perform weighted opportunity. He was plus 2.5 points per game or more. Also got some other people quoting in there that I love watching Devon Achane run. They have pictures of him running. They say Kyle Yates says, who would you rather have in a dynasty league moving forward? Devon Achane or Kenneth Walker of the Seattle Seahawks? I'm struggling with these in the rankings. Devon Achane's trending when it comes to a little fantasy. And I like a guy, Mike Williams says, Mostert, Achane, and Wright. Game over. As a Dolphins fan, that is exciting, man.
Okay.
King Finland says we got a three-headed monster when it comes to running back. Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane, and Jalen Wright. Okay, Jalen Wright has been to a rookie camp. Let's not Mount Rushmore him yet. Three-headed monster. But
Jeez.
you do have a lot of speed. You do have
All right.
a
I
lot.
got trending the NBA draft is today, this afternoon.
Oh, the lottery.
The lottery. Not the
Yeah.
draft, but the lottery. I'm sorry.
That's not so exciting for
Well, not exciting for Detroit Pistons fans. I got one guy that text if the Pistons get the 5th pick again, the NBA should be investigated.
Oh, why are we gonna do that?
I mean, I don't know.
It seems like you could easily rig the lottery, though. I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy,
Some guy
but it just seems like it's something real easy to rig.
Some guy goes Aiden_23 tweeted Goff getting $15.5 million a year. Pistons getting the 5th pick today. Who has it worse than me?
Oh man! So we're not that excited. We got the 15th pick as the Miami Heat. The Knicks are probably even lower than that. The Pelicans probably somewhere between that. Maybe you get somebody good. Maybe you get someone that kind of moves the needle.
Zach Wilson's also trending.
What you got? Zach Wilson.
Yes, the former Jets quarterback is trending
everywhere for some reason.
Is because he gave his number to Bo Nix. Nix had worn number 10 all his life. He wore number 10 at Pinson Valley in Alabama High School and number 10 at both Oregon and Auburn. Even his dad, Pat Nix, wore number 10 as Auburn's starting quarterback in the mid-1990s. Wilson either knew this or became aware of it, and shortly after the Broncos selected quarterback in the first round, he proactively reached out to Broncos equipment room to let them know he was willing to give Nix number 10 if he wanted it. So Bo Nix will be wearing number 10 when he takes part of his first professional football practices this weekend when the Broncos conduct their first minicamp.
No, that's just Zach Wilson respecting his elders,
His elders?
Bo Nix is 100 years old, bro.
Yo, wouldn't it be funny? Bo Nix is older than... Is he older than
He
Zach
probably is.
No, what? Let me check.
Let's check this. I'm not even joking, bro. Bo Nix played for Auburn for about 6 years. Then he transferred to Oregon for about 2 or 3 years.
Bo Nix is 24. I think Zach Wilson is 24 as well.
Respect your elders. Respect your elders.
Yeah, they're both the same age.
Goodness gracious. Bo Nix
can't
is
be
married.
but Zach Wilson's been in the league for 4 years, 5. You can't be giving up your jersey. Hey, I want your respect.
You want your quarterback to be more of an alpha. I'm sorry. I know that's an antiquated way of thinking. You want your quarterback to be a little more of a leader.
You know what's funny?
Than tucking your tail and just giving your number to some rookie.
You know what's funny, though? Yeah, Zach's older than him. Zach's born in 1999.
Okay.
So he's like a couple of months older than him. Several months older than him. Nah, you don't give up your jersey. You're the
No.
vet. You're the dog. You're the
And you're
old
supposed
dog.
to be a quarterback. You're supposed to be leading. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be,
Well,
in charge.
Thank God we're done.
Like if
Thank
I'm
God we're done with him.
Yeah, I'm thinking like if I'm looking across and I'm like, did you just willingly give your number up to a rookie? Nah, man. Don't tell me in the huddle to get my chin up. Like I can't do that. Another big trend is Taylor Swift. Apparently, she's going to have more people from the United States travel to Paris to watch her concerts than people from the United States are going to go to see the Olympics. I don't see how that number works out, but that's how big Taylor Swift is.
Oh, well, here's an update on tonight's Panthers and Bruins
I
game.
meant to get to this. Bad job by me.
Boston Bruins just tweeted at NHL Bruins. Jim Montgomery provides a lineup update for tonight's game. Marchand is out tonight. He's doing well. It's day to day. Heinen is an option for tonight.
Yeah, Marchand is out. I had seen that and go across the ESPN ticker.
And they're going, the irony of Bruins fans complaining that Marchand was a victim of a cheap shot.
That was not really a cheap shot. Marchand was kind of going after, was it Sam Bennett or was it Reinhardt? I can't remember, but he got the worst end of that collision in the first period of last game. And he didn't look right before that, but he definitely didn't look right after that. I knew that he was a shell of himself, but that's the playoffs. That's the breaks. And if we can beat the brakes off of them again tonight and reassert our dominance in this series, get up 3-1, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Come on, guys. You think that was a cheap shot by Bennett?
There's no way. I watch it. Actually, Marchand leaned into him, didn't he? Are you watching it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He looks like he's leaning. He's trying to hit him in the back or like the shoulder, the back of the shoulder.
Marchand leaned into Bennett, and Bennett's just bigger and stronger, and he just kind of like.
Oh, no, he did. But what happened, he was leaning, he turned, and then he got punched in the jaw.
Oh.
No, if you look at it, he got punched in the jaw.
Okay. So Panthers have been.
Don't put move your jaw.
Panthers have been kind of nasty this series. I ain't gonna lie. There's some talk that Kachuk might have taken an extra shot in there on Pasternak.
Yeah, they show that Kachuk takes a swing at Swayman's head in game 2.
Hey, look. I'm not going to sit here and be the homer and say we haven't, taken our shots. I'll say, okay. Trying to establish the new guard.
I don't know what's going on with the rest in these playoffs, but they've been terrible. Bad calls and missed calls all over the place, including Marchand getting punched in the head right in front of a ref.
Playoff hockey, baby. Got to let some things slide, man. Got to let some things slide. It hadn't been a good time for the old referees in the league. Like the NBA doesn't do really. I mean, they fine Jamal Murray $100,000, which is a lot of money. But at the same time, don't suspend them because they want them to play and they want to make the series exciting.
No sucker punch. Stop that, guys. Oh my God. And you know what?
I thought it was clean.
And the person that it got dealt with, that the punch was handed to, he's a dirty player himself.
There you go. We're all good. But Marchand not going to be playing tonight. That is. I mean, not good news, but that does bolster your hopes that the Panthers can get this.
Or it
could fire up their team.
Could be a motivation for the Bruins.
I understand. Yeah, that's it. But we'll see. That's 6:30 tonight. So take mom out. Do what you got to do. Get ready because this 6:30 game is going to be
6
fun.
p.m. pregame on 560 WQAM with Doug Plagans, Kevin Rogers,
Doug
Bill
Plagans
Lindsay,
amped up.
And then 6:30 puck drops. Doug and Bill with the call.
Right here, 560 WQAM. Up next, going to talk about that and get you caught up on everything that's happening in the world. 560 WQAM.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
It's time for Sports Day. Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
Happy Mother's Day. You know you got a great mother if she's telling you, you know, what we should do today, let's go get some lunch. Let's go have a nice meal. Let's get home for 6:30 or 6 o'clock so we can get ready for that Panthers game because I want to watch. It's a good mom right there. Moms are usually down like that. Even if your mom, you could tell, wasn't like big into sports when she was younger, when they have kids, you know, and you play sports and they start getting into it, they start really like loving sports. And your mom, you'll even be like, no, we don't have to go to dinner. I really want to see the Panthers game. So I'm betting there are a lot of mothers today that are kind of doing their thing right now. And if you're out and about, driving around or whatnot, listening to us, happy Mother's Day. You're a very good mother. And you're a very good sports fan, by the way, too, because you're listening to us, number one. You're also very patient because you're listening to us, number two. And also you're a good mother and a good fan because you're going home tonight to either listen or watch the Panthers game. That's good. That's a great mom.
That's always good.
It's true. It really is true. I really don't think Big Lynn growing up really cared much about sports, but now, I mean, she watches more sports than I do. Of course, she owns a TV, so that kind of helps her out a little bit too, nonetheless. You know. We also got the Struts playing downstairs.
Oh, that's what's going
on. I wasn't strutting, Vlad. I was running all over this building trying to get people into the concert, and now there's going to be a commercial break.
You know, I think
we're going to go run down there.
One of who's that? The DJ?
Who's the DJ?
The short hair, the beautiful short hair lady.
Oh, Ashley O.
Yeah, I saw her talking to
the Shark.
Yes, I saw her talking to one of the members of the band.
Okay, I'll break.
I love to hear that British accent was great, bro.
I'll tell you about the Struts. Great band, by the way. They do think they're Queen. They're the reincarnation of Queen. Their lead singer looks like Freddie Mercury.
I didn't see
Queen.
all of that. I just might have saw the drummer or the guitar.
We'll hear it in the next commercial break. Vlad, you and I will run down there, and you will see that they sound and look a lot like Queen. That's a good thing. And the Struts are a great band. I love Body Talk and the way you move and all that stuff. It's great, beautiful. Gabby was running around here. She took my computer to do some stuff for 104.3 The Shark. Ty, one of our promotions people downstairs. I was like, Ty, help these people. I got to run back upstairs. Like, yeah, go. Just go. So Struts are downstairs, living the life. That's a good thing. Take your mom there, go out to eat. You and I right here, making it happen. Panthers tonight, though, 6:30. That'd be a nice Mother's Day gift. And I'm not even a mother. Panthers could go up 3-1 in this series. We know that Marchand is not going to be playing for the Boston Bruins. My dude, Seth Gelman, he just texted in because we were talking about how the Boston Bruins are saying that everyone's dirty and all this stuff. And he put in, if the Bruins can't take it, there's always ladies field hockey for them. Good. That's a good hockey retort, as we would say.
Okay.
Hockey bands. Tonight's gonna get a little chippy again, nonetheless. I have no doubt. I mean, especially if you see the Panthers start getting up. If they get up 1-2-0 in this game, the Boston Bruins really have no choice but to, as we say, Vlad, muck it up. But the thing is, we're gonna chuck them up. Full of phrases today. I drink a Thai. Have you ever had Thai iced tea, Vlad?
No, I haven't.
Neither had I. Now I am diabetic because I had no clue it was that sweet. And I'm from the South, Vlad.
My man said, yeah, no clue.
In this commercial break, you're going to have to saw off my leg.
My man said he had no clue. What's it called?
Thai iced tea.
Thai iced tea. Well, you had to know from the fact that it was called iced tea that there was going to be sugar in it,
I'm
bro.
from the South, man. Iced
and
tea.
we know. All right, so you're from the South, so you already know iced tea is just basically sugar.
It's basically sugar with a little bit of brown coloring and some leaves in there. Like you're drinking some type of tea right now. So I'm expecting it to be sweet.
I'm drinking mango dragon fruit.
Oh, man. That's the official. As you walk around this area,
Venti.
Little Haiti, that's all you see. Bottle caps of Prestige, Guinness, and what are you? Mango passion fruit?
Passion dragon fruit.
You're very Haitian. That's very Haitian of you, huh?
Well, I'm Haitian.
I mean, yeah, it's good. It's really good. Some Jean rice. I could go for that right now. Can you make me some Jean rice?
What I look like?
I'm asking you.
I don't make nobody food.
I can make. Okay, I'll make you some.
Can you make me? I look like.
Okay, I'll find a recipe. I'm hoping you hook a brother up. Some Jean rice.
Cooking for you.
That's true. I'm not asking you to. I was just hoping you would. Out of the goodness of your heart. I don't know. I'm getting off the rails.
Clearly.
Panthers trying to get that 3-1 series lead. That is 6:30 today at 9:30. If you're still amped up and want to watch more hockey, Vancouver Canucks and Edmonton Oilers, they square off with that series tied at 1. Let's talk last night's playoff action. Celtics, we're back on the wagon, Vlad. Best team in the world.
I don't know if I'm not on that wagon.
No, I'm just saying, the whole world. Oh, man, calm yourself. They beat the Cavs 106-93.
What will Donovan Mitchell do? Now, here's the narrative. What will if the Cavaliers don't come back in the series? Is this the last we'll see Donovan Mitchell in a Cavaliers uniform?
Man, I ain't even lying, Vlad. He would look just about right in a New York Knicks uniform.
Or Miami Heat uniform.
I'd love to see him in a Heat uniform, but I don't know, man. But
nah, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him not being in a Knicks uniform.
You got Brunson, though.
I got JB. I got Brunson Burner.
Yeah, you got the Brunson Burner. The Mavericks, man, they defeated the Thunder. Did not see that happening. 105-101 yesterday.
One of the best trades done during the trading deadline was the Dallas Mavericks trade with the Washington Wizards for Daniel Gafford, because they're now an athletic team who can actually play defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because I'm watching that. All right, so one series, the Knicks Pacers series, we can know that the Pacers don't play defense.
Right.
So a lot of the reasoning and thinking with Knicks fans is that you just don't learn how to play defense in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're not just gonna start playing defense.
Yeah,
if you haven't played defense at all year, you're not gonna play defense.
You're not gonna flip the narrative of the MO of your team and all of a sudden become a defensive-minded power.
Dallas Mavericks weren't a defensive team,
but they got one of them dudes.
Then they made that trade.
Yeah,
they got PJ Washington, they got Gafford. They got defenders now, and they're athletic. You got Derrick Jones, former Miami Heat player. His wingspan and his athleticism is still there.
Derrick Jones Jr. starts for the Mavericks,
right? You got Derek Lively. Like they got defenders. They got long paws. They got tall defenders with unbelievable wingspans, and they're giving Oklahoma City trouble because they can match their length and athleticism.
That's the thing. Oklahoma City's used their youth and athleticism all year long to the number 1 seed in the West. Now
you're going against a team now that has vets. You know, this is not Luka's first rodeo. Luka, Kyrie, they've been there. Tim Hardaway Jr., they've been there. They've gone to the Western Conference Finals without Kyrie. Kyrie's been to the big, he's hit the biggest shot in big stages. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game 4 tomorrow night.
That is interesting because the Mavericks can stand eye to eye with the Thunder. We're athletic. We're skilled. We got players all over the place, but we also have a little more experience and maybe a little more skill too. When you got guys like Luka who does it differently, but Kyrie too. So you kind of look each other eye to eye, but Mavericks kind of have a little gleam in their eye. Like
It's a big moment now for SGA. You were second. You were runner-up in the MVP. You got Shaq having beef with Shannon Sharp because you thought that Shaq told Jokic when they were presenting him or telling him that he won the award that he voted for SGA. It's a big game. It's a big. Stephen A. said that SGA should have won. It's a big game 4 for SGA because you don't want to go back to OKC down 3-1. They've proven that they can win in Oklahoma City. You don't want to be a 1 seed and get knocked gentleman's sweep. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a good look.
This is your time. Like we said, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, it's your time. The spotlight.
Big game tonight, baby.
Step it up. He stepped it up. We told Tyler Hero, you want to end all the trade rumors? Step it up. He did not step it up. Now, SGA, you want to be considered elite? You want to be an MVP type candidate? Step it up. Will he step it up? We'll see. I don't know how Tyler Hero got thrown in there. I was just trying to make examples.
I know.
Maybe I was just a little mad at Tyler Hero for what he did in the end of the playoffs. Man, just not the greatest. Not the greatest. Speaking of playoffs, though, Carolina Hurricanes, they did stave off a sweep, defeating the New York Rangers 4-3 yesterday. It's been a close series, even though the Rangers are up 3-1 in the series.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. This series is not over until it's over. They're a very damn good team. That's why I told you, Rangers weren't dominating the series. Rangers won. They made the plays. Last night, Carolina made the play. Bad penalty with, late in the game, 3 minutes left in the game. Rangers got a penalty, and Hurricanes took advantage of it. And great job by their goalie who did who survived the last 2 minutes when the Rangers put an extra attacker on the ice. And
Mm.
we go back to New York tomorrow night, try to close it out.
Let's go. Let's do it. I would like to see the Rangers go ahead and close it out and get ready for the Panthers, and the Panthers close things out and get ready for the Rangers. And just let's go. It's going to be a fun one. Dallas, they did take a 2-1 series lead over Colorado last night and winning 4-1. Inter Miami, they were down 2-0, 33 minutes into the game. Doesn't matter. They came back and won 3-2 over Montreal CF.
Marlette said Inter Miami, hottest team in sports, 6 straight match win streak.
Wow, there you go.
Even with Messi not scoring or assisting in any other goals.
That was true. Suarez did get a goal right before halftime to equalize.
Tied, he's now tied for the most goals in MLS.
Suarez?
Yes.
Oh, he's tied? I thought he leads now with that.
He's tied now.
Because I thought he and Messi were tied for.
That's what they said on the screen.
Turnpike Derby, Orlando City, Wednesday in Orlando, 7:30. You can hear it right here on 560 WQAM. Dolphins finished up rookie mini camp. Sports Illustrated has Florida State winning the state of Florida in football this season. Of course, the Canes, they kick off the season in state against the Florida Gators in Gainesville, August 31st. Canes baseball team, they took care of Virginia Tech 7-5 yesterday. Miami goes for the sweep. They just got underway in that one. Marlins, they're the worst team in baseball. The Phillies, they're the best team in baseball. So 8-3 was the score. I'm not going to tell you who won. Just figure it out. Yeah.
It would be wrong of us if we didn't say sorry for our errors.
What errors did I make this time?
No, we both did. Last weekend, a big event happened in South Florida. And a certain someone who we always every weekend say wins a race.
I know.
Actually didn't win a race last weekend. So apologies to the F1 winner whose name happens to slip my mind.
It's
Lando, right? Lando Donovan.
That's Jimmy Butler. Yeah, that's Jimmy Butler's guy too. Jimmy Butler was hanging out with him. Apparently, Jimmy Butler gave him some insight into the track, which helped him win. But I did put on a YouTube page. I posted
Lando Norris.
I posted
Lando
on Fact or
Norris.
Fiction, and I did apologize for you.
Lando Norris, my apologies. Last weekend, you did beat Max Verstappen in a race that he's won the first 2 years.
I think it ended like an 8-race streak.
Some 7 or 8 race win streak by Verstappen. So apologies by the Sports Day show for doubting that anybody could beat Max Verstappen. But you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna go on an 8-game win. He's gonna go on an 8-race winning streak.
Sorry, Lando Norris. We didn't throw your name.
Yeah, Lando Norris. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I
saw he was 4th in the overall rankings of.
Yeah, Verstappen finished second. You know.
Oh, Verstappen did finish second.
Yeah.
Terrible day at the track for him.
Terrible. Horrible.
Terrible day for him.
Terrible.
Speaking of terrible and horrible, I think he is. You like him. Novak Djokovic was upset in the 3rd round of the Italian Open by 29 seed Alejandro Tabilo.
Damn, Joker.
I know. And remember, not that you would really remember, but Rafael Nadal was bounced from that tournament earlier. And Novak Djokovic, it's his favorite tournament, the Italian Open.
Why?
It's like his baby. Every time I watch Breakpoint and everything, they're like, oh, Novak Djokovic is his favorite tournament to play. And even in the articles
but
I was reading,
he's not really a clay court lover. Why would he like the Italian
loves
Open?
the Italian Open.
Maybe just like the Italians.
He likes the Italian Open, man. It's his spot. There's some things you like tonight. Well, my favorite restaurant is a new vegetarian restaurant right down the street called Flora. But my second favorite restaurant, Prima Pasta, which I'm going to tonight after my Peace Fest yoga party. But like, why do you love it? It's my favorite place. It just is what it is. You like certain things for certain qualities. Novak Djokovic likes the Italian Open.
All right.
You know what I like?
What,
Stepping into the day spa. Yeah. Have you ever watched this reality show? It's called Love Don't Judge.
No.
Okay, well, a guy named LX, who's originally from the UK, now lives in Los Angeles. He's part of the show. He says he has 6 girlfriends, but he needs another because he's looking for a Thursday girl.
It's messed up when your Thursday's out.
Can't have a day to rest?
No, clearly not. If he's got a girl on Sunday, not usually the day of rest.
Well, he needs 7 girls to fill out the rotation.
Man, that's messed up when your Thursday's out. Man.
So he's trying to find a Thursday girl.
Yeah.
You know what else I like about him, Vlad?
What's that?
He's British, obviously.
Okay,
but he don't think he's British.
He's a British billionaire playboy,
but he don't think he's British.
Why you say that?
His girlfriends have a darker skin tone.
Also, he likes.
And he got
So white British people are.
he's got the fade.
What are
and
you talking
tattoo.
about? Hey, that's a bad stat by you.
Really?
David Bowie?
Yeah, but David Bowie, he never tried to be.
What are you talking about? But he was dating.
He's married to. Had kids
Iman,
with.
exactly.
Iman, what was her name?
Iman, right?
Yeah.
That's a bad stat. They love the sisters. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, German guys love the sisters.
That's a bad stat.
I met a German guy one time, a foreign exchange student, and he was like, "No, all German guys love sisters. They're exotic to us." I was like, "That's not true." So one time, I was like, "Oh, Dirk Nowitzki's married," and I go, "I bet you she's black." And they're like, "Why would you say that?" I go,
Because
"Look it up."
Yeah,
I just randomly threw it out there. Sure enough,
yeah, that's a bad. Yeah, but it's a bad. No, he's just okay.
He just looks like he has a lot of love. Maybe
Yeah, well,
he needs more. You don't have a Thursday girl.
So he has a flavor for chocolate.
How you pick that up? So look, I got 6 girlfriends.
That's beautiful.
I'm looking for a Thursday.
That's great. You know why it's great? I'm gonna tell you why.
Please tell me why it's great, Black.
Because she knows,
that
day you have my undivided attention.
Except for the 6 other girlfriends that he has.
That's okay. Just know that you have a day. Don't be greedy.
That's
like
not
stop
bad.
being greedy. Like DMX says, stop being greedy.
If you could be in a relationship for just one day a week, and the rest of the time do your thing,
come on.
All right, I'm starting to come around.
For that 24 hours, I am invested in you.
Oh man, modern day Casanova, that LX. Modern day Casanova.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, Dolphins, I want to talk a little bit more about them. They got the mini camp that just finished up. Have they gotten better? Have they gotten worse? I don't know. We talked about it being, oh no, this is going to be the worst thing ever. But no. Some people are saying pretty good. 560 WQAM.
Yo, this fool really left to go to the concert and hasn't come back. I can hear him running right now. Sad. Sad, sad, sad.
What's crying about? What you crying about?
You, man.
Oh, me?
Yeah. You forgot you had a show?
No, I didn't forget I had a show.
Yeah, you did.
Thought maybe, I get a text or something.
What text? You probably didn't even have your phone with you.
I did. I took a video of the struts, which I'm going to post online if they'll let me. Yeah, I know. Tough day. It's Mother's Day and everything. I don't know. That's not an excuse because my mom doesn't live here, but same difference. It's all good. Do want to talk about the Dolphins, man. We were really worried about the Dolphins, but it seems like for now they're okay. You lose Christian Wilkins, you get Chop Robinson. Once again, kind of a question mark. I don't know. Offensive line, Patrick Paul looks huge. Okay. Jalen Wright, another speedster in there.
Okay.
Have they done enough though? And it's not just the rookies, they're going out there and they're about to get the money from Xavier Howard that comes off as a free agent.
That's right, like in another 3 weeks.
Right, another couple of weeks. At the same time, also, you get Odell Beckham Jr., another receiver who, if hopefully he's our number 3, and he's going to be the number 3 throughout the year. There's not going to be any injuries. There's not going to be anything, that's going to hinder us from anything like that. But have they done enough? Pro Football Focus has weighed in. Pro Football Network, I'm sorry. Is Miami Dolphins roster better in 2024 than in 2023? Adam Beasley, Bees Knees, always trying to weigh in. Says, remember all the panic after the Miami Dolphins' bleak first day of free agency? It seems a bit foolish now. Sure, the Dolphins roster in 2024 is worse in some ways, but better than others. But it's better than others, which is why our opinion is this. Even with the team's salary cap purge, the expectation in 2024 should be no lower than they were last year. Another postseason appearance is a must, and a deep playoff run is not out of the realm of possibility. Vlad, I know what you're going to say. Is that what we're doing? Having another season like last season? Is that our goal?
I don't think you should try to have another season like last season. This is year 3 of McDaniel.
Yeah.
You've been to the playoff both years. You've gone 0-2 in those playoffs. You've lost 2 times.
More of the same?
Can't have a season like last season. You got to. The AFC East is up for grabs this year, like more so than any year before. Last year, you had the AFC
Buffalo
in your hands.
Right, yeah. I mean, you had
the division title was in your hand
for a couple weeks too.
But you had the game against the kings of the division. You could have beaten them and let them know that, hey, it's a new time, and you did it. You lost. You let a special teams punt return touchdown that beat you. Their team has lost a lot of key players, significant players. As a matter of fact, you got one of their significant players in your secondary right now.
Yeah. Poyer.
So it is time.
Okay.
It is time to make a claim, stake your claim, and say that you're the new king of this division. You got to get the Josh Allen owns you narrative out. You got to get that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's personally going to happen because I think there's a team in New York that's going to win the division.
All right.
But but the Dolphins cannot think like last season was just good enough. No, even if you go 11-6, I don't mind if you have the same record.
If you have a worse record and you win a playoff game, that's better.
I don't mind if you're 10-7 or 11-6, but you got to win a playoff game.
Got to win a playoff game.
You know what I'm saying? Even if 10-7 wins you the division and you host a playoff game and you win that game and you get to the divisional round, or even if say you have a better season, because a better season is more expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that you are the number 1 seed in the conference, you get the bye week, conference championship, Super Bowl. Yeah, like, dude, 2 seasons, 2 postseason appearances, 2 losses.
Yeah.
Nah.
To me, the regular season, whatever. Get in the playoffs, win a playoff game, it's a successful season. But Pro Football Network, Adam Beasley breaks down the positions, quarterbacks basically the same. Tua Tagovailoa, Mike White, Skylar Thompson. They have a Galvin Hardison working. That it's a push. It's a running back room. Of course, you had Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane, Jeff Wilson Jr., Savon Ahmed, Chris Brooks, Myles Gaskin. This year, you have Mostert, Achane, Jalen Wright, who everybody loves, Jeff Wilson Jr., Savon Ahmed, Chris Brooks. You would say that a little bit better this year, questionably better this year, Vlad, because the only real addition that really changed is Jalen Wright, and you lost Myles Gaskin. Yeah, that's okay. Wide receivers, this year, given a little bit more of an edge because you have Odell Beckham Jr., and it's basically the same couple guys except for Cedric Wilson Jr., who is going to the Saints. Odell Beckham Jr. probably a little better than Cedric Wilson Jr., although I did like Cedric Wilson Jr., so you give that. The tight end room, that's the one that a lot of people were upset about and thought maybe we should have drafted better, but we got Jonnu Smith, and they like Julian Hill, so they're saying this year they're giving the edge to 2024. Offensive line, ooh, who do you think got a better offensive line, last year's team or this year's team? You still got your anchor in Teron Armstead, Isaiah Wynn, he's going to be back. Okay. Connor Williams is gone, Robert Hunt is gone. But you still have Austin Jackson, Kendall Lamb, Patrick Paul, Liam Eichenberg. The rest of the guys, they're giving a slight edge to last year's offensive line. Patrick Paul, we've heard, is a project, even though he is huge. So you're feeling a little bit about defensive line. Now, this is going to be interesting. Who gets the edge? Is it because you lose?
Last year's defense, listen, with all the injuries that happened last year that's going to go into the season, you're going to go with last year. In fact, and number one, it's always going to be last year's line because guess what? This year's line doesn't have 94.
That's true. That's the reason why you're going to have to give the edge to the defensive line in 2023 because of Christian Wilkins. But Zach Sealer is back. That's a positive right there.
Okay, who else?
That's about it.
That's it. You lost. You don't have Bradley Chubb. You don't have Jalen Phillips because of injuries, due to injuries.
And don't
you
tell
lost,
me about Tier Tart.
And you lost Christian Wilkins and you lost Van Ginkel. Due to free agency.
Well, yeah, this is the edge rushers. You got Jalen Phillips, he's injured. Bradley Chubb, he's injured. Andrew Van Ginkel, he's gone. Cameron Good, it's like, goodness gracious. So now we got Jalen Phillips once again injured, Bradley Chubb injured. Shaq Barrett's good. Chop Robinson,
he's older.
Muhammad Kamara, we like him in college, but we just don't know. So the edge is, they're going to say a push. I would still give the edge to 2023 simply for the Vlad, 4 of our top 5 guys on the edge are huge question marks. Jalen Phillips injured, Bradley Chubb injured, Chop Robinson never played a snap in the NFL, Muhammad Kamara never played a snap in the NFL. Okay, I'm not talking myself into feeling a little bit better anymore now.
Oh, and you have a new defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah, Anthony Weaver. That's right. A defense that was really good last year, too, I thought, despite everybody hating Vic Fangio. Oh, man. I've been seeing Duke Riley around a lot, too, lately. I just see him. He's one of the linebackers, and we're saying that we're giving the edge to this year's linebacking crew, even though we lost Jerome Baker, got David Long Jr. still, Jordan Brooks, Anthony Walker, Cam Brown, Channing Tindall, Duke Riley. Okay. And then the cornerbacks, you lost Xavier Howard. You know that. You still have Jalen Ramsey. Once again, huge question mark. Is Cam Smith going to be our guy? Was he in the doghouse for a reason? Because of his play or because Vic Fangio just didn't like him? I don't know. But
here's a question. If Anthony Weaver doesn't have the defense near the same position where Vic Fangio did, or is the fan base gonna be upset?
You're gonna have to call him out. You're gonna have to call out Anthony Weaver.
And because if the Eagles defense is better than the Dolphins defense this year.
And you can't say, well, it's Anthony Weaver's first year. Vic Fangio only got 1 year.
That's a storyline to look at.
Vlad, real name or not a real name? Storm Duck.
Not a real name.
That is a guy who is on the cornerback's room for the Miami Dolphins this year so far. He hadn't been cut yet.
What's his name?
Storm Duck. You know who else is in that room? Real name or fake name? Ethan Boner. It's Bonner, but you know. Are these real names? Hold up. Storm Duck, Ethan Boner, Isaiah Johnson. I can make a joke. Siren Neal. Is Siren Neal going to make a difference on this team? I want a Storm Duck jersey, but I don't want just Duck on the back. I want Storm Duck on the back. The real name, safety Javon Holland was hurt last year. That's got me a little worried. But you did get Jordan Poyer. Got to be excited about that. They give the 2023 safety room a better. Brandon Jones did leave the team. Yes, that is true. Jordan Poyer, though, he might help us kind of figure out those old Buffalo Bills, his former team. Javon Holland has to stay healthy too this year. And then special teams, come on, it's going to be a push. Jason Sanders, Jake Bailey, Blake Ferguson, they're back. So a lot of question marks on this team, but that's why we're in this part of the year. We're having rookie camps. Well, there are going to be a lot of question marks. I would feel much, much better if Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips wouldn't have gotten hurt last year. And they say, oh, they're going to be back sooner than than you expect. It's like, that doesn't make me feel good. Does that unnerve you a little bit, Vlad? That we're going to have Chop Robinson and Mohamed Kamara in there?
No.
And Shaq Barrett making plays from the edge and hope we can figure it out until Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb get there? Not exactly. But Storm Duck, if he does make the team, now he's kind of low on the cornerbacks list, but Storm Duck.
I love Richie in Boy's Head, man.
What we got?
He said, Vlad, stop Jets not winning the division. Sorry to say that. You know I'm a New Yorker. I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm New York to the bone, but I hate the Jets because of my dad's friends, loser Jets fans. Sorry, Dad. I know you're in heaven, but that's right. Reaver's bringing the heat with the Ravens defense. We will be better.
So many good teams in the
AFC. But you
AFC.
Jets fans are losers. Yes, that was what the butt was.
Speaking of question marks, Vlad, you have to have a ton of question marks
For what?
going into this season.
No, I don't.
Okay, you got one big question mark.
What's that big question?
Who's going to be quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
Is he going to be healthy?
Yes.
Okay, then you don't
taking snaps right now.
He took snaps all preseason. He went to voluntary camp for the first time ever last year.
And I heard that he was busting their ass during when he was the practice quarterback.
It is crazy how his attitude has totally changed. Like in Green Bay, he was always angry and mad and didn't want to talk to people.
When you're
in New York, he's the ultimate teammate. Like taking pay cuts.
We're angry and mad all the time.
Bringing guys in.
We're angry and mad in New York. Oh, he's right at home.
He's right at home, man.
But no, he's back. He did his ayahuasca and then he did some creative surgery.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, ayahuasca kind of weak, man.
I like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Did it change your mind about a lot of things?
No,
it didn't. It's one of those things. Okay, that's it. Let's get into some Nayer Day next. Some things that we like and do not. Thumbs up, thumbs down here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. Oh, riding out easy on a Sunday, Monday, Mother's Day. Ooh, I just posted my video from 80s prom last night, Vlad. We'll post the struts in a few minutes. I don't want to overload social media, at Dan Day Radio. We'll talk about 80s prom later on today as the day goes on. Right now, we want to do a little bit of Nay our day, things that we like. Maybe thumbs up. That's a day. Things we don't like, thumbs down. That's an A. Gonna get things started. Jalen Wright, he is going to be wearing number 25. If you remember, that's Xavier Howard's old number. Basically saying, that's it. Xavier Howard, no chance he's going to come back to the team, at least not this season. Jalen Wright was asked about wearing X's former number.
I mean, it felt great. I mean, it's just a dream come true. 25, and I feel like I look good, and I'm going to make it look good. So, I mean, I'm just blessed.
So the last guy that wore that is kind of a Dolphins legend. Do you know anything about Xavier Howard?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, he's somebody he's a guy. I mean, a dude, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's very good in the NFL. Somebody that I know is a big name guy. I'm just excited, you know what I'm saying, to wear the number that he repped for a long time. He's going to make a lot of big plays.
All right, I got a question.
Go ahead with it. No, I know the answer.
Is he real? Is Xavier really? Okay, you already knew the question?
No. There's multiple things. Yes, go ahead.
Is Xavier Howard really a
A
legend?
Dolphins legend.
A Dolphins legend.
Dolphins legend. Number 2, there is no way Jalen Wright knows who Xavier Howard is. He's a dude.
He's a dude.
He played here for a long time. Because he got let in with the question. He had no specifics about Xavier.
He doesn't
Howard.
know it. I don't think he played here for a long time. He might be thinking this guy played in the 90s or early 2000s.
I mean, you think about it, man. When he was rubbing elbows with Dan Marino and stuff like that, it's like, no, he just was on Team Us.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
It's all right. It's all right.
That's where the thumb started to go down. The guy was a legend around here. Legend. I don't think we're gonna look back in years from now and be like, Xavier Howard, need to retire that number 25. Legend. And then Jalen Wright, good on him. What's he going to say? But he had no specifics. He might know of him, but he does not know who Xavier Howard was. I think I look good, number 25. Guy's kind of a legend around here. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's that dude, man. Played here for a long time. I don't think he even specifically said what position or anything. He just goes, he's that dude.
I know.
Man.
He probably doesn't know what position
he didn't. So that's going to be an A. Kind of off to a little bit of a rocky start right there. Not only the question, but also the answer. A little. Next up, a little Nay our day yesterday. I don't know if the whole nation was excited. I know I was definitely excited. Former LSU Tiger, former number 1 overall pick, and maybe more importantly, Olivia Dunn's boyfriend, Paul Skeens, made his major league debut and got his very first ever strikeout.
Now let's listen to the crowd rev up. Remember that Steven Strasburg debut, the Pirates in D.C.? When he got to 2 strikes, how the crowd persists.
I don't think I expected anything less.
Paul Skeens throwing gas. 4 innings, so not a lot of innings. 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 bases on balls, 7 strikeouts, topping 100 miles per hour. I think 17 times or something like that. We like it because, number 1, I like it because he got a mustache, and I think that's hilarious. Number 2, because he played for LSU, won a national championship. But number 3, mostly, he's playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates, a big Roberto Clemente fan. And finally, last but not least, Olivia Dunn. That's a
That guy checks all the marks. He got all the.
Some people have it all, Vlad.
Yeah, man.
The guy throws 100 miles an hour, all game long. Well,
17 pitches of 100 miles per hour.
That's what I saw. I might be elevating his numbers because he's an LSU
No, he
guy.
had 17
times.
pitches,
Yeah, 17 times over 100.
Yes.
He fanned 7 in your debut in just 4 innings. Man, just stay healthy, man. Don't say it, Vlad. Just stay healthy, Paul. And the way he throws, have you ever seen him throw, Vlad?
Yes.
He throws country. Like, he's out there just whipping it. Like, he doesn't have like this form that maybe that's what he needs.
He's a lanky. He's a tall, lanky.
But
guy.
he kind of like just whips it at the end. He just kind of whoop.
Yeah. Well, you know what that means.
State Olivia Dunn,
Hey, listen, if I got TJ, I would love Olivia Dunn to help me while
I'd be whipping it too.
That's also. I'll be pitching.
Now, I'll tell you, when he got called up to the big leagues, I don't know if it was her Instagram or something. She put something like, happy as I can be, and she's pirouetting, and he's in the background. I don't even know if he has a shirt on. He's in the background like,
I don't think that girl can take a picture without a pose.
He was like,
I think it gets to the point girls take so many pictures that every picture they take is a pose. Like it's
yeah.
it's just
It's
like
just
it's
natural now.
natural to them.
I want to ask you this, Paul Skeens, what is your largest accomplishment thus far in your life? Winning a national championship at LSU, being the number 1 overall pick, making your big league debut, or dating Olivia Dunn.
This guy's
I don't know which one's the best.
He's lived a great life so far early in his career. What is he like 21?
And yeah, he's like 21, 22.
I mean, he's lived a full life.
I'm not even being silly, Vlad. Like, if you ask me those 4 accomplishments, I'm like, I gotta think about it, man.
It might be Olivia, man.
It might be, because your playing days, your career will come and go, but that could be for life. And if you could lock that down for life,
I'm an ASAP Rocky.
Oh yeah. Imagine if they have children, man. Super talented.
You definitely. I'm putting one in the oven, baby.
I for the mankind's sake, please have a couple of kids, please, like Tom Brady and Giselle Bundesliga or whatever. I call her Giselle Bundesliga because that's the closest thing I can get to her last name, which is the German League of Soccer, which we'll also get to later in the show. Maybe not. All this talking about Olivia Dunn, I kind of like got lightheaded, Vlad. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we're doing Nay or Day. Doug Plagans called the fight the other night. Matthew Tkachuk and Pasternak. And of course, we love the fight, but let's see how Doug called it, because Doug had to go from being a hockey announcer to a boxing announcer.
Well, Doug wants to be. Loves wrestling, so Doug has a future as a WWE announcer.
So let's Nay or Day whether his announcing skills are up to snuff.
Oh, here we go. Pasternak is going to go.
The gloves are up.
Pasternak and
Tkachuk and Pasternak. Here we go. At center ice, they lock horns. And Matthew Tkachuk dropped him to the ice with a rapid fire of right hands. And now the officials separate them, and Pasternak wants to get after Matthew Tkachuk after the linesmen have already taken care of this. Matthew Tkachuk absolutely lit him up in the neutral zone.
Those two players were talking at length, and I'm surprised Pasternak was involved with a heavy altercation before this with Reinhardt behind the bench, and there was a talk when they were sorting all the penalties. Tkachuk and Pasternak were going at it right in front of the penalty box, just jawing at each other, and the first time that they were able to step off the boards and get together, Pasternak was the one that initiated it. He threw everything on the ice, gloves, sticks. It was gone, and Tkachuk jumped over, and it was on. And that second punch,
well, he ate
from
a
Tkachuk.
whole round of right hands.
Yeah, that second punch by Tkachuk caught Pasternak pretty clean. And Big Walt Tkachuk, his dad, up in the stands, taking this all in. Used to seeing this from his boys.
I'll tell you what,
Matthew
let him have it there. Yeah. Holy cow, he let him have it.
Keith Tkachuk has raised a couple of mean sons. He played that way himself.
Man, I think if Doug in the offseason wanted to, he could do a little wrestling play-by. Are you announcing?
Oh yeah, man.
So
him and Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Come on, Michael Cole, make that happen.
It also kind of sounded like Doug wanted to go a little bit too. He wanted to throw because like, oh, here we go. Doug's like, let me out of this booth. Call a timeout. But yeah, I think Doug's got it, man. I think that could be a little side gig right there. Go out there and do some professional wrestling announcing.
Colt said he's seen more vicious cat fights from females.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, yes, if it's a cat fight, it would be a female. Heat_Colt.
That's my guy. I mean, it's hard to punch somebody when you're on skates on the ice. So maybe
he beat that man down.
Got him. And then they were interviewing
Derek Lewis them.
Did you see the interview with Pasternak before the game on TV? His face didn't look like it had totally recovered from getting hit. Like it was like kind of off center.
Somebody made a great reference. It was like watching Youngblood. Remember the movie Youngblood with Rob Lowe? An amateur hockey player, right? And he got called up to like the minors, like the big minors or whatever. And he was a pretty boy.
Well, you're Rob Lowe.
For example, he would be the Sidney Crosby of that time. Okay. But in bringing him up like an old grizzled vet, like like a diehard of the team had to get let go, and he was upset, and he was upset that the pretty boy took over his spot. So then the pretty boy Rob Lowe had to be taught by another Grizzly veteran, which was Patrick Swayze, and then Swayze gets hurt. Lowe has to pick up, become the star, and everything like that. It was a good movie. Elizabeth Shue was there. He's the coach's daughter, so Rob Lowe's.
Oh, I have seen that.
You had seen it, yeah. And then remember the end when he had to fight the old Grizzly, old guy, and he finally beat him up.
Yeah, I do
That was
remember
that was Pasternak versus Kachuk. Just except that it wasn't no Hollywood Indy.
And even like guys like Kachuk, and I remember years ago, Sidney Crosby for some reason tried to get in a fight. Like the guys that know they're going to beat your ass, they do it obligatorily, beat your ass because they have to. But at the same time, they're kind of like, man, I was licking my chops. What was I supposed to do? The guy
No,
was
but you
gonna
know what?
fight,
Here's the thing: when you're the pretty boy, you're the star, and you actually fight, it's gonna resonate with the room. Like,
Yeah.
all right, you're one of us. But if you win, oh my god, the jolt that it would give that locker room.
yeah.
But if you get your ass beat, it's gonna be like, God, don't do that again.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, next regular season, we got to get into it. And you're causing me getting more fights than I need to.
And then what's gonna happen? After the Panthers in the Bruins, and they got to do the handshake.
No, you just don't shake hands.
Like if Pasternak and Kachuk see each other, they're
get
gonna
off the
just
ice.
skate
No, you
past.
just get off the ice, man. Like if you're passing me, just leave. Don't even shake hands.
You can't shake the hand of
No,
the guy that whooped your ass.
No. And I know you should have respect now. And take your ball home and go. Take your ball, leave, go home. You got beat up. Go lick your wounds. Get ready for next season. 3-1 tonight, possibly 3-1. More Panthers talk. Maybe a little Marlins talk next. 560 WQAM. Happy Mother's Day to everyone that is a mother, especially Big Lynn. And glad your mother's name again.
Marie?
Big Marie. Oh, Big Lynn's middle name is Marie. So there you go, man. Our family, it's a family name. There you go. Suzanne Vladimir Louison and I celebrating by being on the radio and having a good time. Hopefully celebrating tonight a big Florida Panthers win. A little earlier, 6:30, 6 o'clock. You get the pregame right here on 560 WQAM. Panthers looking to take advantage of the Boston Bruins without Marchand on the line. He got hurt last game. They said it was a dirty play. No, it's not dirty. And I don't think the Panthers have been overly dirty this series. I haven't seen anything that's been egregious. Boston Bruins fans would like to argue that. But if they were up 2-1 in the series, probably wouldn't be saying the exact same thing.
Of course.
Sounds like a little crying like that. Try to be honest with teams. Like, I'll be honest. If I thought Matthew Tkachuk did something dirty to Pasternak, I'd tell you. If I thought that, what was it, Sam Bennett hitting Marchand the other day, or didn't even ran into him, was dirty, I'd tell you. If I thought that the Boston Bruins were a better team than the Florida Panthers, I'd tell you. If I think Max Verstappen's going to win the Miami Grand Prix, I told you.
Well, but he didn't.
Lando Norris, good job. Lando, congrats. Kind of saw that one coming. Not really. Got the Preakness next week, telling you Mystic Day going to go for number 2.
Yeah, I'm betting on him. I forgot I should have betted on him. In the Derby. He had your name, so
I know. There's people who actually this week, like at Trivia Kim, like, I bet on that horse because of your name. I'm like, is that really like you're out there? You know, look at horses. You think of your trivia jockey or the guy that you're listening to on the radio and be like, oh, I gotta go bet on that one. It ended up paying off, so I'm riding that horse until I'm riding that horse. Yeah. I went with Giuseppe yesterday. Put that bid down, man. Bought a bottle of Bacardi Gold and sat around and bet on horses a week in advance. That right there is as degenerate as it gets. Not really. Vlad yelling out, "Is Luka Doncic playing?" while on the air yesterday. That's pretty degenerate too.
Oh yeah, man. I'm doing it right now.
It's getting cutting time, man.
It's almost time. It's got 90 minutes till tip off.
Let's talk about some of that tip off action that's going to be happening. That came out.
Hey yo, what is wrong with you, man? Come on, man. You can't be saying these type of things. What's wrong with you?
I mean, hey yo, it's an innocent thing. Very innocent right there. The Knicks and the Pacers, 3:30 today. So usually the last 30 minutes of the show, Vlad, we go off the rails anyway. So just try not to cuss too much when you're watching the Knicks.
No, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to curse the first 30 minutes. You got to figure tip-off is at 3:40, pause. And then, we only got like 15 minutes of the show after that. So I should be good.
I will say, Knicks fans, there were a couple of them Friday night at Duffy's Implantation. They were not as into the game as you usually are. They were maybe because they're in public and stuff like that. Maybe the 2-for-1 drinks kind of tempered them down a little bit, but they would like go outside and smoke cigarettes during commercial breaks. They were like nervous and, really into the game. It was cool, man. It was cool to see. At 8 o'clock, you get Denver, Minnesota. So are we ready once again, like the Celtics? Are we ready to anoint Minnesota as the greatest team
this is a big game for
time?
Minnesota, bro, because they got their ass smacked by 20 plus, dude, in Friday night.
Guarantee whoever wins the game tonight between Denver and Minnesota is going to be everyone's favorite to win the championship. So if Denver goes up 3-1, everyone's going to go, those Timberwolves, they got it. If Denver wins, they're back to their old form.
Oh, you know what?
They just need a wake-up call.
Win. Oh, a champion's
That's
heart.
What I said.
Yeah.
They need a wake-up call. They're still the champs.
But if they win 3-1, is this the end of the dynasty?
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Whoever wins tonight is everyone's NBA champion because, like I said,
no, they're not going to be everybody's NBA champion because now everybody's NBA favorites back.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Boston. Remember last night? Oh, remember? What's going on with Boston? Now they beat Cleveland handedly. Oh, it's Boston back to being the NBA champion favorites?
They had Will Mansell on the Hawk and Crowder show earlier this week, and he said, this city has turned, or Boston, because he was in Boston for the hockey.
Will doesn't want to be in Boston. He's been in Boston too many times over the past 3 years.
Will said, the city has turned on Jason Tatum. I'm like, really? Oh, goodness.
Heat underscore Colt. Since the Heat are out of the playoff, when I hear tip, I think someone snitched on me.
He's on one today. He's been driving around town doing God knows what.
Dude, he went to Biscayne Bay, man. You know what I mean? He must get out of the back cane more often, he said. Biscayne Bay is beautiful in the morning.
There's a story behind that because I know Heat Cult ain't out at Biscayne Bay for no reason, especially on the day
Biscayne Bay might be beautiful in the weekend mornings.
Oh, I'm sure it's beautiful, but I'm sure he wasn't there just taking in the beauty. There was a reason behind it. Heat Cult, you can't lie to me. I know you too well. I know you all too well. Let's see. Last night's playoff action, the Celtics did beat the Cavs 106-93. The Mavs did defeat the Thunder 105-101, making Vlad look smart. They take a 2-1 series lead. Vlad's got the Mavs, and you start looking at it, they've got some firepower. They've got some depth. They've got some size. They've got some talent. They've got some defense. They've got a lot of skill. Vlad's got them going to the NBA Finals. So we'll see, though.
I do.
2-1 series lead for them, but I did not see them beating the Thunder yesterday. I thought the Thunder would just be too athletic and too powerful, but I was wrong.
It's a big game. Game 4 tomorrow night's big for the Thunder because you were the 1 seed, you wwere undefeated, you were 5-0, and now you've lost 2 in a row. So it is a, I don't want to say pressure for Shea, but it's a big game. His first probably must-win game so far in his NBA career.
He definitely should feel the need to show out and establish himself as a true superstar in this league. This is his opportunity, like Anthony Edwards has for the most part done this postseason. Show that you have arrived, it's your coming out party, and that you are the new wave of superstar in the NBA. We'll see what happens. I do want to report that the Carolina Hurricanes defeated the New York Rangers last night 4-3.
Yeah.
They avoid a sweep. That's important because the winner of that series gets the winner of the Florida Panthers Boston Bruins series.
All right. Yankees hit a home run.
Who was that? That dude is big, and he's talking some noise. That dude is swollen. That's not Aaron Judge. It's number 14. They don't have names on the back of their jerseys. And I'm not a New York. A lot of fans in Tampa Bay, man. A lot of fans because the Knicks were in town. It always usually.
I think he might be a rookie. The way he's happy, he might be a young kid that got called up. But Yankees are leading the Rays
2-0.
2-0.
Top of the third. The game will be over before you know it. Get the Marlins and the Phillies.
Dude, that was like what, an hour 58-minute game the other night?
For Marlins?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we went to a 10-inning game the other day and it was only like 2 hours and 25 minutes. Marlins and
Jemai Jones is the name. All right, Jemai. Probably hit his first home run.
I do like that name. Oh, the Marlins are playing right now. Hold up. What are we doing here?
We don't want, well, you know, Valley Sports doesn't exist.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm like, we should be looking at this. They're already down 3-0. That's what we're doing here, Vlad. They're playing the best team in Major League Baseball and the worst team. That's why we're not following the game with bated breath. They got down 3-0 in the top of the first.
Yeah, Castellanos hit a 3-run jack.
So if you're a fan of the team, really going out there and supporting them through thick and thin, they really give you a whole lot of hope. Kids get to run the bases today. I know our dude Nathan is very excited.
Does the moms get to run the bases?
They should. Kudos, by the way, to 104.3 The Shark, our sister station. They were handing out roses to all the mothers downstairs at the Struts concert.
Oh, that's nice. You think I could steal some roses?
Yeah, I know. I wasn't thinking, Vlad.
You weren't thinking. Clearly, you weren't.
Okay, we got to go to commercial. I'm going to go. Are there any roses left? Two of them? One of them? Well, actually, I really don't need one anyway, you know, so one of them? For my cousin? Come on. Man, that's bad thinking on me, man. I apologize.
Very much.
Apologize. I just don't think like that. The Lakers are said to be interested in Heat assistant coach Chris Quinn for their head coaching vacancy.
Okay.
Chris Quinn.
Wait, was he assistant when LeBron was there?
Chris Quinn's been here for a while, but
I know, but was he there during the Big Three era? Was he like a video assistant during that time?
He probably was. You know how people are Heat life forever and stuff. But Chris Quinn's always rumored to be in talks. But I don't know if that's a job you want. That's a job. We talked about it, Vlad. Perfect candidate.
Man, Chris Quinn is the same age as LeBron. LeBron's not going to respect the guy who's the same age as him.
But we talked about
He's 40. LeBron's 39, right?
Yeah. But we talked about this. LeBron's the guy they should hire as a player coach, but LeBron won't do it because then he has to take all the blame and all the credit. And anytime something's bad, he can't point the finger at anybody. He's going to be like, oh, fire him, get him out of here. Darvin Ham, Tyronn Lue. I would not. What
was LeBron's last year? 2014?
I think so, yeah.
So he came after LeBron's.
Yeah. That's just to me not. And I know it's the Lakers. It's got a lot of cachet, and if you win there,
I don't think that's the first job you want to do.
It's
to be the Lakers head coach. No,
you take it because it's offered, and maybe you don't have any better offers. But I don't see well, they're going to eventually hire a well-established coach. So yeah, they will take
who? Because there's not many well-established coaches unless you're going to run the block, spin the block again and hire Frank Vogel, who led you to a title.
They're not doing that.
Why not?
Not with what happened in. It is a cycle. It is a circle.
Dude, what happened in Phoenix? They were 49-33 in his first year, and he didn't have most of those players.
And Bradley Beal barely played. Played.
Come on, man. That was nasty work.
That was nasty that they fired him after 1 year. And they get Budenholzer, who was not that great in Milwaukee. He won a championship too, but whatever. He wasn't great. They wanted to get him out of Milwaukee before the championship and directly after the championship. He got that 1 year leeway because they won the championship miraculously when they were down 2-0 to the Phoenix Suns in the finals and found a way to come back and win. Thank you, Drew Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo, for that one.
Yo, some of these texts are funny.
You're into it today.
Oh yeah, our boy Cabin, your cousin. What up, cousin? Happy Mother's Day to yours and Vlad's mom's.
Rob Day,
Vlad's mom's man.
Rob
Got
Day.
the show bumping as always. I hope you have a great day planned out.
I wonder if Rob's going to Hialeah and having some of that crazy food. He was telling me about some crazy food he's been eating in Hialeah lately.
Definitely, yeah, that is our cousin Rob Day.
That's our family because they love Hialeah just like you and me, man.
We
Like
love Hialeah.
some people are like, you go to Hialeah? Like, hell yeah, we go to Hialeah.
Hey guys, great show as usual. Just want to give a shout out to Alejandro Tabio. He was a guest player in the Italian Open.
He defeated
in Rome
Novak
and beat
Djokovic.
Djokovic in straight
Third
sets,
round.
6-3, 6-2. Life changer. I watched his interview. What a great kid. Did his amateur training here in South Florida.
Well, gotta love that. But also, I think everybody does their training in South
And
Florida.
Richie said he doesn't have roses to hand out, but he has bologna, pepperoni, and salami.
Okay. What a great son. What a great son.
I got to make it better. What up, boys? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. This is this is their special day. This is Cabbage Roll Paulie.
Yeah, he's always cool.
So I lost my mom many years ago to a drunk driver, but she still lives in my heart, and I know she's looking down on me from above. You guys have a great day, and my best to you and yours.
Yeah.
Same to you, Cabbage Patch Paulie.
Yeah, that's it. And never take your mother for granted, but especially not a day like today.
No.
Because there is no promise, Vlad. We know that you could have another Mother's Day next year. So make the most of this.
I do, especially when their health is not too good or anything like that. So always appreciate that.
Right. And I mean, we haven't helped their health throughout the years either, by the way we've acted and we've put them through. And that's not just you and I, Vlad. That's all sons and daughters. We put our mothers through so much. We've aged them and they're still beautiful. And we've done a lot, and they've gone through a lot, and they still love us. So
I used to be myself. I was like, damn, man, maybe I should have just answered that call instead of just doing bad. Like, you know what I mean? Just that way, just to take the stress out their life.
Yeah.
Especially when I was out in LA.
Yeah. I said I'm gonna call Big Lynn today on the way to the yoga party, and it's also my brother's birthday, Paul Day all day, and and with Cabbage Cabbage Roll Paulie just said really puts it in perspective. So make the most of that. Just absolutely make the most of that. I don't feel like going to the day spa right now. Let's get before we go do something crazy like that. Canes baseball team, they did defeat Virginia Tech, the Hokies 7-5 yesterday. Miami goes for the sweep. They're having kind of a rough season. They're playing currently right now. We did talk about Novak Djokovic. He did fall Dolphins. Rookie camp has finished up. Inter Miami. That's a feel-good story right there. Leo Messi don't need to get a goal. He don't need to get an assist. Luis Suarez does need to get a goal. He did. They were down 2-0. Are you a little alarmed, Vlad, that Inter Miami seems to have this, I don't know what it is, but slow start possibly, or allow the other team to get fast starts? Remember the other game, the other team scored in the first minute. They've gotten down a lot in these games, but they've come back. And although you say, well, what does it matter? They win. I don't know if that's conducive towards the end of the season, and especially, like I say, in the MLS playoffs, where it is not a home and home type series tournament. It is a straight up just win or go home tournament. Don't want to get down on a team that is pretty good.
It's a cause of concern.
I'm a little worried.
It's a cause of concern.
You got and that's the thing. You just say, we got Leo Messi, we got Suarez, we're fine. It's like, yeah, at the same time, you build a house on a bad foundation, could be some cracks.
Yeah. Speaking of cracks, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this building.
Dude, I don't know. I just saw, I saw motion.
I know. Let's quick go step into the day spa, and then we'll try to figure things out.
I'm like the Bus Boys, Eddie Murphy's old crew.
We're not used to seeing. Oh, okay. I know what's going on.
I see anything moving,
Yeah, there's not supposed to be people in the building, so that's what really freaks us out. But speaking of getting freaked out, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. You know how when you open up those fortune cookies, Vlad, they have the lottery numbers on the back, and no one ever plays them? Well, this one guy in New Jersey did. He ended up winning $1,000 a week for the rest of his life with fortune cookie numbers.
How much did he win if he's winning $1,000 for the rest of his life?
$1,000 a week for the rest of his life.
That's what he won. That was the thing. That was
That's the deal. It's quite the fortune cookie right there.
That's a week for the rest of his life. 50. So he's making $52,000 a year.
Yep. I wouldn't quit my job. I'd still come here on
That's
weekends.
tax free, right?
No, they got a tax. Do they tax lotto or winnings? Do they? You have to tell me, Vlad. You're
Because then I don't know. Because then it's not really it's not really that. I mean, it's still good that you're getting $1,000 a week for your life, but are they taxing that 1,000? If they're taxing that 1,000, where is he from? Jersey?
Jersey guy.
Oh, that's some high taxes, man.
Oh, you rained on his parade.
Damn, I'm just raining on everybody's parade.
I wish I could make $1,000 a week for doing nothing. Oh, do you eat the fortune cookie or do you just crack it open?
I'm not eating no fortune.
I eat them, man. I eat everybody that leaves them too. I'm like, whoop, 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 whoop.
You don't know where their hands have been.
That's a good point. Fair point, Vlad. Very fair point. Maybe that's why my stomach hurts right now. I don't know where that Thai tea had been earlier today too. It had been sitting in the refrigerator without a lid for like 3 days. I need to reevaluate.
I don't know. I don't know why he can't win the Powerball around the corner at the 7-Eleven.
Use those fortune cookie numbers. Speaking of winning, Marlins don't do much of it. We're going to take a look at what this roster could look like next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. My man.
I connect.
Gotta thank you, Connect.
He's the most all versus.
Marlins are tightening the game up, man. It's 3-1 now. Woohoo! Big RBI by Jesus Sanchez. Going into the third inning, top of the third. I think the AJ Puck experience and experiment has, as we foresaw, it's kind of done. It's kind of done.
Puck it up, puck it up.
I think AJ Puck, I haven't seen him as a starting pitcher in a while. Like, hey, Peter Bendix, they don't pay Vlad and I a ton of money, and we could have told you that.
Crazy.
I know. Like, they're paying you all that money, huh? You can pay us half, and we can make we can get. I haven't gotten a text from people lately like, oh, AJ Puck plugging it up, but Wosu Suck Go is gonna be probably our next guy. Remember when I thought he was a major league reliever, but he's only been in like 5 major league games as a reliever. Yeah, so only person with a hit in the game, Jesus Sanchez, but it was a timely hit. Like I said, it gave us that one run. Got to look at this lineup, Vlad, and see like who's still going to be here, who's not still going to be here. You got to feel as though Jake Berger, who we brought in at the trade deadline last year, and Josh Bell, who we brought in at the trade deadline last year.
What about the guys we brought in for the Luis Arias trade? What's his name?
Oh, I'll have to look it up. I'm trying to focus here on our guys that we're getting. The reason I would say target on Jake Bell and Josh Bell and Jake Berger for 2 reasons, or a couple of reasons. Number one, Kim Ang brought him in, and we know Peter Bendix and those guys don't like anything that has anything to do with Kim Ang. Number 2, we brought him at the trade deadline, so they're not ingrained into the Marlins culture. And number 3, they're probably a little more expensive for this bad of a team that we want to pay. So I could see Jake Berger and Josh Bell at some point being dealt this season. Now, the next question, Brian De La Cruz and Jazz Chisholm. Those are 2 guys. I make jokes, Vlad, and I say,
oh, no, they're out.
See, I don't think they are.
I think they're out.
I think Brian De La Cruz, too good of a discount. He's probably not getting paid that much.
That's what I'm saying. So somebody's going to want to get a productive player that's making a postseason run like that. Remember, there's so many teams now in the postseason that make the postseason. Is that extra wild card game. And then you get into the division. What is it? Wild card series and then division series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Championship series.
So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
So, but I think Jazz Chisholm, these are my reasonings. Jazz Chisholm, kind of the face of the team. You got to do it. Carol just hit us up. She heard me say AJ Puck and just obligatorily text you and I, Vlad, Puck sucks. Or just text me. I don't think she has her number, but and she just heard us talking about AJ Puck and she just like automatically sent Puck sucks. Thank you, Carol.
I mean, it's true.
We'll see you at the next noon game. You and Tammy and Vlad and I at the next noon game. And Officer Perez at the next noon game.
I definitely want to see Officer Perez.
But I think Jazz Chisholm, he is the face of the team. And, you know, I hate to say it. It sounds bad, but like they're trying to sell it to the fan base that they still somewhat care. So they might keep him. Brian De La Cruz, I think he's cheap enough. And he's having a good enough season that they just kind of keep around. Jesus Sanchez hasn't been totally terrible this year.
Dude, I said it's tough, man. You're playing for a manager who's a lame duck.
Yeah, and you could kind of tell now Skip is
and with all the changes that happened during the offseason, you know, with the execs, management, and all of that, it's kind of hard. As a fan, how do you look at a team that made the wild card last season and then you're expecting big things this upcoming season and then it's going in shambles? How? And they've done it's a familiar storyline for the Marlins fan base.
It really is.
When they get good, after they get successful or they start becoming successful, they want to break up the team the following year or 2 years later.
It is just frustrating. And this is what really frustrates me is that it seems like you did a lot of things finally right. And you got people finally feeling good about the Marlins and you're moving in the right direction. And what do? You do everything wrong and in the opposite direction. You fire Kim Ang, who we knew was doing a good job. You bring in Peter Bendix, who comes in and basically says, I want it to be my team, not her team. Maybe it'll work out. Don't get me wrong. Let's look at the opposite side. Florida Panthers. There was a time when we were the President's Trophy winner. Why are we getting rid of Andrew Brunette? He has the President's Trophy winner. Why are we trading Jonathan Huberdeau and, you know, all this stuff to get Matthew Tkachuk? Why are we messing with the team? Why are we bringing in Paul Maurice, who's lost a ton of games? He's won a ton of games, so he's been around forever. But, like, all these questions, those things worked out. I would love to say Peter Bendix a year or two from now, you and I say, we gave him a hard time, but you know what? It worked out. I just don't see how trading the two-time reigning batting average leader, batting champion helps your team, the heart and soul of your team. The whole reason this team is able to score runs, get on base, put pressure on pitchers. You do all that, and then you find out he was trying to get rid of him during spring training. And then let's go. Who was the trade again? Woku Suck. I'm not even. That was the jewel of the trade. That's the only guy that has major league experience.
I thought Head was the jewel of the trade.
Is that his name? The trade grade. Let's see. I mean, and then go out there and say too good of a deal to pass up. So we got Dylan Head, Woo Suck Go. And then, I mean, Jacob Marcy and Nathan Mortarella.
All right. 2-run jack by the Yanks.
That's a team that's making efforts to be good.
Jose Trevino.
Vlad, if they give us
that's Hialeah's own right now.
Ooh.
That's Hialeah's own.
Represent.
Jose Trevino.
Vlad, if the Marlins come to you when Dylan Head makes the league, it's like, we'd like to give you a jersey. And on the back, it just says Head. Will you take it?
Hell no.
What about
I look like Al Snow?
What about a Woo Suck Go on the back?
Hell no.
I kind of would like to wear a Woo Suck Go.
I'm not. What is wrong with you? Hell no, man. Get out of here. Not even
You have to understand if you don't. Oh, okay. I was watching Olivia Dunn's video with Pat Polsky. You have to understand, Vlad is paranoid 24/7 about being painted in somewhat of a weird light.
Yeah, we don't play the pause game here. We play the pause game, but we don't like anything that's pause worthy.
Okay, Vlad spends much of his day
make sure not to be in pause worthy situations.
Pause worthy situations where
yes. You know why? It makes me very what's the word I'm looking for? It makes me choose the words that I say.
You do.
You know,
and you see a lot of things that I don't like. I said, we're going to the Marlins game the other day, and I saw this cantina that had 2 roosters fighting on the front, and like a beer survey. And I was like, man, that place looks like my type of place. You probably don't want to go there. I was like, why? It's just a cantina. And he said, well, why would 2 roosters be fighting on the sign? And I was like, I'd never even put those together, man.
It's a Blue Oyster. It's the Blue Oyster bar down there. Not going down there.
Have you ever gone into a bar and been surprised at what type of bar or establishment it is?
No, I know exactly what type of bar I'm going into.
I don't think I've ever been surprised.
I went to a bar in West Hollywood to go see friends. They were, we went there. We were like, yeah, okay, I know what type of bar it is.
I'll tell you a funny story. They had a place.
I had to get the beer, but I, got the beer and got out.
They had a restaurant / bar, 2 of them, very close to each other in Louisiana. They were both one was called George's and one was called George's Place. Similar area, very similar look, 2 very different types of clientele. Every once in a while, you'd see somebody that meant to go to George's Place at George's, and vice versa. You'd see somebody from George's accidentally going to George's Place. Very interesting. And how this all ties in with the Marlins, they're down 3-1. And you think Chisholm and Brian De La Cruz
I've seen this story before, man. I've seen this movie.
I just think that Bell and Berger are more likely to get moved, especially because they have that Kim Ng stank on them, as Peter Bendix would like to say.
That's not a bad stank.
No, but for Peter Bendix, it is. Luis Arias had Kim Ng stink.
Stop saying his last name is historical to me.
Man's name, bro. I'm sorry. I can't help that.
It's funny. But no, I think what we're going to see is they're going to trade a lot of these stars to get some good minor league prospects and then try to build these guys up. I mean, I think a lot of teams now are seeing what the success of the Orioles and Tampa Bay Rays, where they
the Pittsburgh Pirates are starting to
and the Pirates as well. The Kansas City Royals of a decade ago, even at the cheating bum Astros, you get the young guys, you put them together. There's a young core, you develop them, and then you make a move.
Marlins are winning, by the way, right now, 4-3.
Look at that. See all that? You see the positive vibes we're shooting down.
They hear us.
Pause that we're giving down there in at Lone Depot.
Pirates are 18-22. It did help that they got off to a 4-0 start this season.
Right,
against
but
us.
but even though listen,
Dang.
even look at all the bad teams, right?
Padres are 21-21.
Right, with all the talent that they have and the money that they spent. But even look at all the bad teams. White Sox started off piss poor. Look at them now. They're playing good baseball. The Oakland A's is probably one of the most surprising teams in baseball so far.
19-22.
Right?
The Rangers are still really good.
Rangers still good. But one
Mariners
of
are
the
good.
bad teams in baseball is the cheating bum Astros.
Astros are
Freaking
terrible.
fools. I'll never
I
forget.
grew up watching them.
I'll
so
snuff them.
be
You know,
careful.
I'm just saying.
Be careful.
I'm just saying. They
Cleveland
just cheat.
Guardians are good. Actually, that whole outside of the White Sox, American Central, they're all above 500, except the Guardians, the Twins, the Royals, and the Tigers. The Rays are 20-20. That's why we brought Peter over here, to give us a team that's 500. That has made some runs in the past, and they do penny pinch, which is we're openly admitting we're going to penny pinch our way to hopefully get into.
Nah, they gotta do better than this,
They
man.
definitely.
And when you have the talent, because here's the thing, right? When they have so many good young talent, right? They develop them, and then you see them go to the other teams, and then they become even bigger stars. Like the Yelich, when you saw Yelich go to Milwaukee, that had to bother you.
It does. Yeah.
What was he, like a 2-time MVP over there?
Yeah.
I know he won the MVP, right?
Yeah.
That had to piss you off.
5-tool player too.
Stanton is Stanton, right? Who else did you guys have? There was another one, JT Realmuto.
Yeah.
Look what he's done with Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
All former Marlins. Look at Marcell Ozuna. Anytime Ozuna slumps, all he has to do is come to Miami.
Puts it on us. Big time.
Puts it on you guys.
Yep.
Like nasty.
Yeah, but this year.
Like, like that Biggie line. You want that old thing back?
But don't get too discouraged. But right here on May 12th, Mother's Day, my brother Paul's birthday, the Marlins are just 18 and a half games out of first place.
So what you trying to say? Get ready for 2025? When you tell me that record, you're telling me get ready for 2025.
But May 12th, you're 18 and a half games out of. Now, granted, the team that is in the first in the National League East is the best team in baseball right now, record-wise, and you're playing them and you're up.
And you know who probably the second or third best team in baseball is?
The Braves.
Exactly.
You're
Who
only
owns you?
You're only 16 and a half behind them, Vladdy. How many? The real question is, how many games out of the wild card are we? That's what you have to worry about.
Isn't it sad? Like you're 2 months, not even, what is it, 6 weeks into the season? 8 weeks? We're probably 2 months when the season starts, March 25th, something like that. So we're 2
It's
months.
at the very end of March.
Okay, so we're 2 months into the season, right? 40 games played so far.
Yeah. White Sox only 12 out of first.
So there's like at least 100, let's say 115, 120 games left in the season. And you're looking at the wild card. That's nasty.
I
right?
mean, if you could even if the Marlins even flirt with the wild card, it'll be a drastic turnaround for this team. Once again, my favorite team in baseball. Love them, ride or die. Can't say I watch every game, but I do check the stats in every single game.
I mean, it's hard to watch every game now. They're not even on Bally's.
Right after Josh, I'm telling you.
Are they on Bally's?
Yeah. But you got to, not Comcast. Comcast.
Is it Xfinity or
Countrywide.
Comcast?
Comcast Countrywide has exited Bally's.
But can we watch local?
Yeah, you can.
On what? On the app?
If you don't have Comcast, if you have DirecTV.
What about Xfinity?
I don't know.
I think they have a beef with Xfinity.
Oh, goodness gracious. But Vlad, people are listening. Remember we were talking about Devon Achane earlier, and all of a sudden he started trending. Josh Bell heard me say that he could get traded.
And he hit a 3-run home run?
Yeah. There you go, Josh Bell. Ring the bell. Campana. That's a different sport, different team. He hasn't scored a lot this year either.
Is it any time on the pitch?
Gotta sit behind Suarez and Messi though, so I guess maybe.
You got no time on the pitch. You're not gonna get any action.
He's a great player. He's just sitting behind Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. Okay, yeah, not gonna get a lot of time. Gonna do some something or nothing next here on 560 WQAM. It is that special time of the day where we do a little something or nothing. I run by my cousin Vladimir song, whether it is something or whether it is absolutely nothing. Whether to get our pennies in a bunch or not.
Whoa. No.
After that last segment, I figured I'd throw that out there.
No.
Okay.
No.
Drake May, his
What about
coach, newest rookie quarterback for
Yeah,
the New England
we're going to mess him
Patriots.
up. Dolphins and Jets are going to mess him up.
I do not feel as though he's the next Tom Brady, but nonetheless, his new head coach, Jared Mayo, says he has a lot of work to do. Is that something or nothing?
That's something. Clearly, he has a lot of work to do. He's a rookie damn quarterback.
What's the coach going to say though?
You're a rookie head coach. Y'all both have a lot to do.
Yeah, y'all gonna eat you're gonna get yours this year. It's gonna be ugly in New England.
Yeah.
Man U defeats Tottenham 4-0.
All right.
But it's in English Women's FA Cup, something or nothing.
Yeah, it's still something. I'm a Man U person.
You're Man U. I'm Chelsea. So
I know. Yeah.
I do love some women's hockey, and I mean for the
soccer.
I do not like women's hockey very much. To be honest with you.
What?
I'm not a huge women's hockey fan.
Okay.
Women's soccer though, I'm
Okay.
huge.
Okay.
Huge. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. What you want me to lie and say? Oh, I love women's hockey. It's awesome.
I'm not gonna say. I will watch. During the Olympics if it's Team USA versus Team Canada.
Yeah, I'll watch anything Team USA. I'll watch rhythmic gymnastics if it's Team USA, man.
Synchronized swimming.
I'll do it. I'm there.
And
Team USA.
definitely beach volleyball.
Well, that's a given, man. I love beach volleyball. I might go play it today, man. After I do my yoga today, I might get a wild herring because there's a beach volleyball court right outside the band shell.
All right, Coach.
In my
You're right.
neighborhood. I was a beach volleyballer back in my day. I'm not gonna lie, and I was in Louisiana, so I had to really go search out some beach volleyball. But I love it. I loved it, man. 4-man game. Well, you got to do co-eds in a lot of leagues because it's not fair to have all guys or all girls. So you have some girls, some guys between rounds in games or drinking, smoking.
All right, Summer Sanders.
All right. Karch Karai, Summer Sanders.
Ken Stephens.
Who's my other favorite? Carrie Walsh.
Kerry Walsh. Yeah, Kerry Walsh.
She never goes away. She keeps retiring and coming back. I give her credit. Do you know who Snow the Product is, Vlad?
I've heard that name.
It's a Mexican-American rapper. She's going on tour. Something or nothing.
By the way, Summer Sanders was swimming.
I was wondering.
No, it was Kerry Walsh I was thinking of, but I just remember Summer Sanders.
Wasn't Summer Sanders on NBA Inside?
She was. That was the thing. That's about, yeah.
Wait. Let's put it down. Wait. Even as a kid, that's the weirdest pairing ever. NBA
Ahmad
Inside
Rashad
Stuff.
with Summer Sanders.
Ahmad Rashad, who played football.
And Summer Sanders, who was
an Olympic swimmer.
Summer Sanders, she's beautiful, man.
I'm not saying she's not hot, but you couldn't have gotten a little more basketball centric with
She just won the Olympic gold. She was an Olympic star. So yeah, the next step was going to be broadcasting, journalism. So yeah, she went there. Yeah, you know who else did inside stuff? Hannah Storm.
Oh yeah, it's true.
All right. So yeah,
great though. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was Kerry Walsh. I'm sorry.
Kerry Walsh.
Snow the Product. Yes, the Mexican Hispanic rapper.
Can we listen to some of her music? Because I don't want to risk it.
I don't have
right now.
any Snow the Product.
We got something called YouTube that we'll look it up.
No, we can't do that.
I'm just saying no.
We can look it up off the air.
Yeah. I'm not gonna risk it because she looks like she might walk the edge a little bit. Pretty bad one too. I wouldn't mind going to a Snow the Product. I'm not going to finish that statement. Did you see Miami Beach Police? This is where my tax dollars are going, Vlad, because I live in Miami Beach. Miami Beach Police recently bought a $250,000 tricked out Rolls-Royce police car. Something or nothing.
It's something. Why would they buy a $250,000 tricked out Rolls-Royce?
For recruiting purposes.
Recruiting? Yeah, okay. Different type of recruiting.
You know how you recruit better? Just save that money and pay your people. Oh, yeah. And by the way, do not stop me when I'm walking down the street drinking a beer. You have more important things to do. Make me pour out my beer.
For dead homies.
I can't believe that. Do not stop me, Miami Beach Police.
Don't
you
stop
see me walking, sipping out of what looks like Arizona tea can. Don't stop me. Just
ladies and gentlemen, listen. Optics paint a lot, right? Optics paint a lot. Paint a picture.
So I've been trying to drink mango.
If you see somebody
I take it out
walking around with a brown paper bag, you're automatically gonna think there's some something in that brown paper bag that he or she shouldn't be drinking.
Yes.
So just don't even have a brown paper bag.
Well, I take the brown paper bag off. They give them at Jensen's liquor store. I'm like, save it because I'm gonna be. And a mango Rita doesn't look like a beer.
Joined by Colin.
Enjoy.
No, the brown paper bag.
Oh, there's got to be some country song about that.
Nah, DJ Khaled did it. It
Oh,
was a good song.
good. A vegan continues to send nasty notes to their neighbor because they don't like that their neighbor is barbecuing on the weekends. Something or nothing. These vegans, man, they're out of control sometimes. That's
It's
your
something.
business. That's your business. Barbecue all you want. Doesn't
It's
bother
something.
me. Something. I actually walked by a barbecue when I went to go see Giuseppe. Some of the neighbors were barbecuing. You didn't see me throwing a fit, writing a letter. They wouldn't understand what letter I wrote, but nonetheless, a woman. Oh, Vlad, you hate to hear this. She goes on a blind date.
Oh boy.
The blind date orders food for himself, and he says, "Oh, I got to get my roommates some food." Then he goes to the bathroom and skips out on
All
the bill.
right. That's something. That's pulling. You know what I call that?
What is that?
That's the reversal. Because that's what women would do to a man. I got to get something for my homegirl, my roommate,
Mom.
go to the bathroom and be like, oh, well, first of all, great move by him. Did he pay for his own?
No,
or
he ran on the whole bill.
He paid the whole bill?
No, she paid the whole bill.
Oh,
'cause
that's
he ran
even
on
better.
everything.
So it's the ultimate reversal.
Yeah, it's an ultimate reversal.
Definitely. That's a great reversal because women would do that and then be like, oh, I'm not feeling too good, and then bounce from the date.
Or get that emergency call that they always get. You know,
Absolutely
oh my
shrewd.
God,
I call it,
my
that's a
dog is
shrewd
throwing
move.
up. My dog's throwing up.
Shrewd move by my man. Yo, City Boys up 2,000 points right there.
He knew what he was doing. I mean, that's why he's ordering roommate food and everything else. And
He ordered his roommate?
yeah, he ordered food for he and his roommates, and he told her like,
His
"Oh,
roommates. Oh,
yeah,
that's even
'cause
better.
He said, "Oh, I got to get my roommate's food." And he made it,
Roommates. I thought it was your roommate.
no,
but
no,
it said,
roommates.
so that's more than one.
And it made it look like he was going to pay the bill. So what does it matter if he orders
know what'd be
food to
great?
go for his roommates?
You know what would be
Takes the-
great?
and he got it to go too. It's just
You know what would be great?
smart. Hold up.
If he got to get him some weed.
Like you have to
Like she got him some weed, like she paid for it. Not only he got the food, he got the weed and munchies
But
and everything like that. Like that would be the ultimate.
It's
That
a
would be the
smart
ultimate
move,
right
too,
there.
'cause it's an easy getaway because it's for his roommates. Just put it in a to-go box. It's to go. Gotta
I
go to
wonder
the
where they
bathroom.
went. It'd be good to know where they went to eat.
Ask questions when your date has to-go food and takes it with them to the bathroom. That's all you need to know. Or maybe I think she might have gone to the bathroom, and then when she went to the bathroom, he rolled out. Nice job.
Oh, she went to the bathroom. He bounced.
Yeah. That's how it went down.
Even
Because
better.
he can't take to-go food to the bathroom with him because then that's a
No,
red
but
flag.
here's the thing, though.
When
Hold
she
up.
leaves-
Whoop.
Whoop.
My question is this: when did he ask the server for the to-go boxes?
No, he did it early in the date.
So she knew he was taking the boxes, right? So
Yep.
fine. Why would your dumb ass leave the table?
Okay, he's probably pumping her full of water and wine, man.
Well,
he won't
guess
pay.
what?
He doesn't
The
care.
minute you turn your head, I already got it. I'll tell the server, I'm taking this to the coach. She'll take care of it.
She'll take
You
care
have
of
a
it.
wonderful day.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. This is brilliant. Did he meet her there, or did they come in the same car?
Blind date met there.
Blind date met there. There you go.
This guy's got a scam
This
going.
guy's
bruh.
unbelievable.
I'm sure she ain't the first.
This is the Hannibal Smith of dating. I
This
love
guy-
it when a plan comes together.
This guy's got a game.
He had a
plan.
plan. It came together. He executed. This is late. This is late minute possession. This is late possession execution right here.
So that guy and Paul Skeens right now.
He did an ATO.
Top of our list.
ATO after timeout execution right there. He's like the Eric Spoelstra of dating.
Of
After timeouts.
stealing food and leaving bills on women. That's what he is.
Yes, yes, menu at menu_631. Talk about a rip and dip.
Yep. The
Stash and dash.
definition of
Dash and dash.
I wonder if you're.
You know what?
What's
City
the,
Boys up 5,000 now.
What's the tip like on when she pays that bill? Like, you better tip. But it's not the server's fault that you're an idiot.
I don't think that's the tip she wanted.
It's not the server's fault you got played. You better tip that server for the to-go food and everything.
Mm-mm.
Here she was thinking she's gonna get some free wine and some good food. Yeah, you got it all right. It ain't free. I'm gonna
City
take
Boys
this-
up 10,000
take
now.
this guy for all he's
I'm
worth.
thinking, I love it. City
I'll
Boys.
have another glass of wine. Why not?
Yeah, you do that, man.
Load
You
him
do that.
up. Bring the bottle.
You do that.
Bring another bottle.
I'm
Load
out.
up. Paul Skeens. Him and that Paul Skeens and that guy, they got it figured out. Going to figure it all out with the final hour of Sports Day next on 560 WQAM. All righty, Mother's Day, Florida Panthers domination, hopefully day. And the Knicks are about to get underway. Woo! Got a lot going on. Running and gunning. Knicks trying to establish some dominance in the series. They win. They're up 3-1 in the series against the Indiana Pacers. Florida Panthers win tonight against the Boston Bruins. They're up 3-1 in this series. And we got Mom. You're always up with Mom. It's always good. Marlins making it happen. They're up 6-3 all of a sudden. See, we start talking bad about them, and next thing you know, the Marlins start beating the best team in baseball. 6-3, middle of the fifth. Jazz Chisholm, he's 2 for 3 in this game.
They better win, because listen, I better not have gone to as many games as wins the Marlins have had this season. They've got 10. I've gone to 7 games.
Goodness. That's bad. That's bad work right there. Oh, man. Miami Hurricanes baseball.
What's going on with them?
They're playing right now. I think they're up. They're so really, really bad at updating like, some of their stuff. Like I look everywhere for it. I'm on X.com and I see another inning, another run, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, I guess I could subscribe somewhere. No, nonetheless, they're trying to go for the sweep of the Virginia Tech Hokies up in Blacksburg. So hopefully this Canes baseball team, they've kind of a rocky year. FIU beat them the other night in a midweek game, and FIU's first win against them in a while. Nonetheless, hoping to kind of get this season kind of turned around. But yeah, Marlins. Once again, though, no lead is safe with the Miami Marlins. Braxton Garrett still pitching 5 innings strong, 3 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Jesus Luzardo came back last night, had a pretty decent inning. Oh, did the Marlins just score? Oh, no, it's just updating 6-3. Yeah, okay. So, yep. And Vlad, you're getting ready, man. So what do we say? 3:40. You're gonna get the New York Knickerbocker. Oh, they're not the Knickerbockers anymore. Am I correct? They're just the Knicks.
New York Knicks. Yeah, they are the Knickerbockers, but we call them the New York Knicks.
Somebody told me the other day they officially got rid of the Knickerbockers.
They might have, but they were formerly known as the Knickerbockers, but now it's the Knicks.
It's a dangerous name.
Nick State. That's it.
And then
Big Nick Energy.
And you, yeah. And you've said some controversial names about the Indiana Pacers too.
What? The Hicks?
Yeah.
How was that controversial? That's what they call it. The guy was called the Hick from French Lick.
Yeah, his name's Larry Bird.
Yeah, so that's what they call themselves.
They do. They do.
That's why I've known them as, referred to them as. So yeah.
Your reasoning, if you're not paying attention and you're just all riding down the road going to see Mom, it sounded right. That's what they're known as. That's what I've called them as. So
yeah, I haven't been corrected. So
I kind of like dozed out, and then as I was listening to it, was like, wait, that's not reasoning for them being called that, other than you call them that. But yes, no one has called you out on it yet. Although I felt a little nervous.
Why? Because it ends with ICKS. That's it. The Hicks. Who cares?
It's not a positive term to call someone that. I don't think a lot of people refer to themselves as that, except Larry Bird did. So, okay.
If the biggest guy from their state, well, second biggest guy.
I mean, John Mellencamp's pretty darn big.
Well, I thought Michael would be big, but we already referenced that he's from Gary, Indiana. But if the most famous athlete from that state referred to him as that, why can't I?
Yeah. I mean, but it's the whole team. Panthers look to take that 3-1 series lead today when they face the Boston Bruins. 6:30. Better believe we get up 3-1 in this series. We ain't giving it up like the Boston Bruins.
Listen, 560 WQAM.
Doug Plagans.
Get you ready.
Billy Lindsay.
At 6 p.m. So after you listen to this fine hour,
take a little break.
Maybe watch my Knicks beat the Pacers.
Give Mama a kiss.
Have Mother's Day dinner. And then at 6 p.m., turn on WQAM 560 on your radio dial and listen to Doug Plagans, Bill Lindsay, Kevin Rogers with Panther pregame.
That's not a bad idea.
And then at 6:30, get ready for the call once the puck drops with Doug and Bill. And we'll have the call here on 560 WQAM.
If Big Lynn would be here, what I would do is get off of work or get off at 4, go get her presents, go on over, give her some presents, give her some whatever presents, kind of talk a little bit and say, ooh, It's around 6:30. Let's go out on the patio, turn on Doug Plagans. Here's a Bloody Mary. Let's talk some more. Let's listen to the game. We'll have dinner in a little bit. Yeah. And after the game, then go get something to eat or, have some food prepared or catered in my case, because I'm not the best cook in the world. She probably preferred being catered than me cooking, but it's the thought that counts, right, Vlad?
It's always the thought that counts.
No, it's not. That's not.
It should, though.
It's not true.
That's why, remember when I told you that's why you have a girl a day?
That's true.
The thought that counts would always work when you have a girl a day, because that day you thought of her and it was, you got her something.
Yeah. Would you rather have a half-ass boyfriend who once every 2 or 3 weeks showed you some affection, or would you rather have a boyfriend that one day a week was right there for you?
I'm beginning to understand that British bachelor's his game plan, his MO.
A lot of smart guys out there.
There are.
I wish I were one of them. Paul Skeens. Good job, man. Paul Skeens. 9:30 night, Vancouver Canucks and Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton always worth watching because of Connor McDavid. He is unbelievable. That series is tied at 1. Celtics did beat the Cavs last night, 106-93. They take a 2-1 series lead in that. Mavericks defeated the Thunder. Eyes open on that one, 105-101. They take a 2-1 series lead. In the NHL, Carolina Hurricanes did stave off elimination and a sweep from the New York Rangers 4-3. The winner of that will get the winner of our Panthers and the Boston Bruins, while the Dallas Stars took a 2-1 series lead over Colorado Avalanche, winning 4-1. Inter Miami overcame a 2-0 deficit to win 3-2 over Montreal CF. A little bit of a controversy, Vlad, although I don't think it's too much of a controversy. Messi went for an injury check, and he was very upset that he was not. There's an MLS rule now that you cannot immediately return to the pitch once you've been checked out. He had to wait until stoppage. And Vlad, you said that stoppage was he had to wait a grand total of maybe a minute and a half.
Maybe a minute and a half. It wasn't that much.
But he was fidgety on the sideline.
Whatever. And they scored a goal while he was sitting there.
So it's like, go. Oh man,
I would have made that. I would have taken that free kick.
Oh man, he wanted that goal.
He wanted that point.
Is Messi getting greedy? He doesn't have enough. He's got a bad one.
I mean, how much greedy can he get?
He's got it all. Speaking of guys that have it all, hold up.
It was funny because I'm watching the game, right, and I'm looking at the jerseys and this big Apple Plus sign right around the collar of their shirt. And I'm like, the sleeves on the sleeve collars of their shirt. And I'm like, yeah, man, this guy owns the whole sport right now.
Hold up. Speaking about guys that have it all, he's got a bad one that he's been with since she was in high school or whatever. I mean, she's a bad one. He's got kids. He's got more money. He's one of the biggest stars of all time, most famous people in the world. He owns Apple TV. He owns Inter Miami. He owns Adidas. I'm overstating it, but yeah. Lionel Messi. Only thing he doesn't have, Vlad, MLS Cup. He's got the gold medal. He's got the World Cup. He's got the Copa America. He's got the UEFA Champions League. He's got the La Liga. He doesn't have that MLS Cup. And as you said, if he were to win the MLS Cup, maybe the biggest trophy he's ever won.
No, I didn't say that. I never would say that.
Even when we joke like this, we get nasty comments about.
I would never say that.
Vlad, we get nasty comments.
Of course you would.
But it's a joke.
They don't look at it as a joke. Are you mad, man? They don't look at that as a joke.
You also like how I put words in your mouth and not mine.
Of course. Well, first of all, hey, yo, don't put anything in my mouth, okay? We don't do that here. What's going on with you? We don't do that.
Yo.
Okay. And second of all, no, I understand why they're upset, because no, that sport, those championships, those trophies mean a lot. You saying they winning an MLS Cup?
Me? You said it.
I never said anything. I would never disrespect the sport like that. They know better. They know Vlad. Vlad is one with the pitch.
Well, we got a bia of a match coming up. Inter Miami Turnpike Derby Wednesday. Orlando City, take your whooping and stay at home. We got this. Dolphins have finished up rookie mini camp. Canes baseball team, I think they're winning. I'm not sure. The Marlins, I think they're winning. I'm not sure. Let me check. Marlins, actually, I can check that. They're up 6-3 in the 6th. So there you go. Hold on, guys. Oh, there better not be. I'm not even going to say it because we've seemed to manifest a lot in this world. Braxton Garrett, just keep pitching. We don't need to bring in any relievers. You know what I mean, Vlad? You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, we don't need to bring in any.
Don't you dare bring in any relievers, Marlins. But let Braxton Garrett pitch his arm off. I really, honestly, this guy that we're not referencing, I don't even know. I haven't seen him in the box score in a
Mr.
while.
Puck?
He has not been in the box score in a while. Maybe he was on the IR or what do they call it? A designated assignment.
Yeah, designated. Keep your ass down.
You go mess up the jumbo shrimp.
Designated. Sit your ass
You
down.
go ruin the jumbo shrimp. We don't need to ruin our fish. Lakers are said to be interested in Heat assistant coach Chris Quinn
Don't
for
take
their
the
head
job.
coaching vacancy. That's sad to say. Don't take the Lakers job, Chris Quinn. Don't take the job. We all know why. Novak Djokovic was upset in the third round of the Italian Open by 29th seed Alejandro Tabilo yesterday. Then Rafael Nadal, he was eliminated earlier. Rafi Nadal, I don't know why he's not retiring. Like, he looks beat up, man. He does not look like the Rafi Nadal that we have known for a long time, but he loves the game, I guess. It's just one of those things. Absolutely loves the game. Nadal. What are you laughing at?
I love Richie, man. So Richie, is a diehard Knicks fan, but he loves his Dolphins. But we have a theory. Richie and I kind of share the same concept of watching Knicks games in the playoffs.
Oh, you're watching by yourself.
Well, yes. So he goes, kiss my ass. The Knicks are coming on now. I just gave her 3 minutes.
Oh,
he gave her 3 minutes of love. That's a heavyweight round. That's one round and a heavyweight bout. Like my boy Bernie Mac used to say, if you ain't get yours, I got mine. Go Knicks, Richie.
I'm glad you got that out of the way so you can watch the Knicks.
No,
game.
you have to understand. I also feel like that. Listen, remember we were talking about having a girl for every day of the week?
Yeah.
I have a girl for wins and losses.
Do explain.
Oh, if it's a loss,
there's a certain girl you hang out with.
Yeah.
And then if it's a win,
yeah.
So it's kind of like you have your Saturday night girl and your Tuesday night girl. Your Saturday night girl is your win girl. Your Tuesday night girl is your loss girl.
Because they can't watch the game with me.
Yeah, that Vlad. I'm gonna give you some advice. You should not watch games with females.
Why not?
It's not very sexy.
What do you mean it's not sexy?
You cussing, screaming, saying things that always don't totally make sense to me. I think that might be
well, it doesn't make sense to you because you don't follow the team.
You told DiVincenzo the other day, welcome to the effing party after you made a 3.
Yeah, because he wasn't playing well.
Oh, okay. Trying to do a show here, Vlad. I'm sorry I wasn't totally into the game.
Exactly. You that's what I said. I just said that.
You think a girl would know that either?
Yeah, if she's watching it and it's like he's been missing and I've been cursing at him once he finally does something well, welcome to the party.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
That was one of my favorite moments of the other weekend. Welcome to the effing party. I just walked out. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, because he just hit a shot.
Okay.
He was struggling.
Makes sense now.
You see?
That game's about to start in about 20 minutes, too.
I know.
Good thing Ricky cleared everything up before.
Ricky cleared everything up. That's
what
and I understand. Dude, before Jet games, I got routines. Knicks games, yeah.
It might be a good luck charm,
Rangers
too.
game.
Might be a good luck charm.
I don't know. You did win. We did win the last time we played on a Sunday. We were on the air, but we were on at 1. We're leaving at 4. So
okay.
I don't know. But the procession that I take, the kissing the John Starks jersey to the sky.
That's true.
The prayer to the heavens above. That's gonna happen right now. I got the jersey with me right now.
Once again, all things I don't think women are gonna find sexy.
Oh, they love that. Oh, they love it. They love it. You know why? Oh, he's really dedicated to something. Maybe he might be dedicated to me.
He's a commitment man.
Listen, let me tell you this.
Baby, you ain't the Knicks.
The one relationship that men get battered and bruised is their love for their sports franchise. We spend money every year knowing that these guys could be bums. We know there's a chance they're bums.
Yeah.
But we go there, why? That 4-letter word that has O and E as the second and fourth letter. Hope. Hope. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. It's a beautiful thing, but a terrible thing. Because you have hope. You don't think the Panthers fans hope, believe that the Panthers will win the Stanley Cup this year. Heat fans had hope and believe that the Heat would have advanced past the Celtics if they were healthy. You always have hope. I have hope. I hope my team's gonna win.
My team.
That's it.
Win or lose. That's my team.
So, but
if they lose every game for 2 years, I'm still gonna watch
every
them.
year
Still
you
gonna
were
cheer.
disappointed in January, right? After the loss to the Chiefs. But guess what? There was a draft. There was free agent signings.
Ready
You
to
signed
win.
Odell.
Look,
There was rookie camps. Guess what? Your hope is back again.
as mad as I am at the Marlins right now, you think I'm not gonna be a big fan 5 years
Hope.
from now?
So
Still
what,
there.
you know what the hope makes you do? Spend money for season tickets, buy jerseys. You know what I mean? Buy tickets for maybe to go see them play on the road. Yeah, that's what hope does.
Maybe buy that Woo Suck Go jersey that I've been eyeing for a while.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Hey yo. Speaking of Ayo, I want to get to this story. It's while we step into the day spa. We hear this all the time, Vlad. Guy falls in love with a girl, gets engaged.
Big mistake.
Think it'd be obviously thinks it'd be cute to take a DNA test. And we
They
know what
related?
of course. Of course. So I mean, is it whoo, dodge that bullet or gross?
It's gross, bro. Wait, how do you not know? What were they? Were they cousins?
Distant cousins, yeah.
Distant?
Yeah.
What town is this? What small Hickville town is this?
It's somewhere in Indiana, man.
It is?
No.
Where is it?
It's a guy on Reddit. They don't want to give away anything.
You know.
Well, the good thing is
They might put it this way: wherever there is not a vast population.
Here's the good thing: these two guys cannot have kids. So,
oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're gay.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's two men that love each other, or did love each other before they took the stupid DNA test. But that's creepy.
That's kind of weird.
It's really creepy because the damage. I mean, not to quote Tobin Lure, the damage is done. Dirty deeds have been done. They're cheap, and now you have a decision to make in your life.
How do you explain to people that you had you know what? Forget it.
Broke up.
Yeah, let's just. All right.
I lost my train of thought of what I want to talk about in this last segment. Let's see. Good thing I write everything
Thank
down.
God there's 2 more segments.
I know. Well, the last segment, you're gonna be yelling at the TV. We're getting ready for the Panthers.
Relax.
Game.
I'm not gonna yell at the TV
You
unless
cussed 1 minute into the game last time.
I did not
on the
cuss
air.
1 minute to the game. I cussed 13 minutes into the game.
On the air.
It was 13 minutes into the game.
Well, okay. I'm watching your Yankees catcher right now. We're all pink. Where do you stand on that, Vlad?
It's Mother's Day.
Okay. Just checking.
It's Mother's Day.
Okay. A lot of guys in pink today.
That's right, because it's Mother's Day.
Okay. Big Lynn never wears pink.
Huh?
Ever. It's not her color. I've never worn pink hardly ever either.
I love pink.
You're like Cameron. Oh no, who's the rapper? Cameron?
Yeah.
He was the one that introduced pink to the hip hop world.
Pink polos, pink furs, the whole nine. Pink Range Rover. Shout out to Cam.
Ooh. Interesting.
Shout out to Cam and Bass.
Let's shout out those Panthers next here on 560 WQAM. So the NBA just had their lottery for the NBA draft, and the biggest story, Vlad, is not that the Atlanta Hawks got the #1 overall pick in the lottery. The biggest story is
Well, what was a trending topic early in our show? The Detroit Pistons.
no
got-
way.
They
No.
got it.
No.
They got it.
No.
The number 5th pick.
No, they couldn't get the 5th pick again.
They got the number 5th pick. Number 5.
They're projecting to get some bum named Matas Buzelis.
Jesus Christ, we just gave up a grand slam.
Alex Starr is projected by the Hawks to be the #1 overall pick. But
Damn.
So the Hawks get the #1 overall pick in the lottery. The Wizards, #2. The Rockets,
The
number
Spurs
3.
have 2 top 10 picks.
Spurs, #4.
And number 9 or 10, I believe.
And number 8.
Oh, number 8. I'm sorry.
The Pistons, of course, #5. Write them in every year right there.
Yeah.
The Hornets, #6. Blazers, #7. Spurs, like I said again, at #8. 9, the Grizzlies, and 10, the Jazz. Interesting. What's most interesting?
What's
besides
interesting, the
Pistons?
OKC Thunder being in the top 12.
The Thunder are in the top 12. No, they're not.
You sure? Because I just saw that their picture, unless one of their draft picks is going to somebody.
No. Hawks, Wizards, Rockets, Spurs, Pistons, Hornets, Blazers, Spurs, Grizzlies, Jazz.
That's it. That's
Yep.
Okay.
So the biggest per Adam Schefter, who I trust.
Or Adam Schefter. Why would Adam Schefter be talking to NBA?
I'm talking about the lottery. Adam
Okay.
Schefter talks about it all.
Damn, Schefter's trying to take
Schefter's
what's his
trying to
name?
take over.
Trying to take Woj's job?
Maybe.
Okay.
They're all going for it, man. They all want that gunning for that #1 spot. But so the biggest story besides the Pistons being the 5th pick, which we already knew was going to happen, the Hawks, #1 overall, maybe not trading DeJounte Murray after all, or maybe trading. That's even more reason to trade DeJounte Murray. I don't know. The Wizards, they're absolutely terrible, so who knows what's going to happen with them. The Rockets had a pretty good young team last year, Vlad.
They did. They battled to like the last 2 weeks of the season for that play-in.
They
So
had a play-in push. Another good piece at #3 could be nice. Spurs, very interesting at 4 and 8. 2 more lotto picks to throw around Wemby, who almost, I said he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these years very soon, and then one day win MVP.
Wemby?
Wemby, yeah.
It could happen the same year.
I mean, he was. He
We
was
got a
better.
6-6 tie at in Lone Depot Park.
I told you Noli was too safe. I told you. Well, we were pretty high on Wemby. I think he overperformed this year, or at least our expectations, and we had pretty good expectations of him.
Nah,
All the
he
doubters.
he
He's gonna
exceeded
get
him.
hurt.
He
He's gonna
exceeded him.
do this.
I said that.
He's
I
gonna-
thought he was skinny. I thought he was too thin for the rig of the NBA season. And to me, once he really picked it up. Once he got used to the NBA, got comfortable. That second half of the season, that man was just putting up some ridiculous numbers.
I saw what he was doing against the Heat in the preseason, and I was like, some of those things they translate. Like his length and the blocks, I'm like, that's gonna happen. His defense, it's gonna be all right.
Fam, 100 3-pointers and 100 blocks is crazy.
Will his offense catch up, or will the league catch up? And he was just as good as advertised this year as I thought he would be. He's going to end up probably being first team all defensive. I think he was third in vote. No, Bam was third in voting. He might have been second in voting behind Rudy Gobert, who won.
Yeah, he was second.
And Herb Jones got 4th for the Pelicans represent. Not on the quote in New Orleans is not on Herb.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of clever. But not. So he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year one year, I'm sure. And then I wouldn't doubt one year he ends up, if he doesn't, of course, if it continues to play the way he is, one day be an MVP. And now you put 2 more lottery pieces with him, and that right there is dangerous. Spurs, we're not a good team this year by any means, but got a coach. They got some players now. Should be interesting to see. Detroit, just every year, just go ahead, no matter what, just 5th. Just put yourself in 5th. Can the league do that? Be like a new rule, just Detroit, instead of us like getting you upset, can we just go ahead and put you in 5th? That's where you're going to be anyway. Come get it. Come get it. Tonight, Bruins, Panthers want to go get it. Marshawn not playing today. We know that is, I'm not saying good news if you're a Panthers fan, because I think you could still beat them with Marshawn, but it doesn't make you any more nervous. Brad Marchand is out tonight. Teammates looking to avenge him, they said. Listen to what Trent Frederick said, Bruins center. I think it pissed off everyone. I think the whole team kind of ticks everyone off, to be honest. I think that whole team, talking about the Florida Panthers. You know what the Florida Panthers are doing. As I was driving in
I'm sorry. The Thunder is the 12th pick, so they are in the lottery.
Well,
they're in the 12th pick. That's why they weren't in the top 10, but they finished 12th. But I'm just saying, for a 1 seed to get a lottery pick, that's crazy. Like, they could use that to get a vet or anything like that.
Yeah.
Now, for the Bruins and Panthers, man, stop your crying. Bruins need to stop your crying, man.
This is what I was thinking on the way in. You know, every chance they get, there's chirping, and the Panthers are saying, yeah, we got you last year in that playoff series. This year, we're not even going to make it that close. You know, they're saying that nonstop, and it's just getting into the Bruins' head, man. It's just messing them up. They're just totally just not feeling it. And now they're like, yeah, you almost blew another 3-1 lead, but now you get to get whooped by us. It's just nasty stuff. Also, Bruins center Pavel Zacha says, I think we have to really go after their top guys to let them know it's not okay to go after our captain. That's not okay with us.
So you're basically saying you're going to try to do something.
Oh, no, he says it now. We're
right.
Ready. We're ready to be physical again today and be a little bit harder on them.
A physical meaning you're ready to kind of toe the line, maybe go past the line a little bit. So you're basically saying you're going to make this into a rough, tough, physical scrum game. Yeah, but I don't think that's them. I don't think they have it in them. So basically, when you do stupidness like that, if you miss, you're going to leave yourself open for like 2-on-2-1s or breakaways. And the way the Panthers are rolling right now, you're not confident in your goalie. Swayman was taken out. You haven't been confident. Boston's not been confident with their goaltender situation. So go ahead, do it, and you might be setting yourself for a big loss.
They're pulling at straws right now. This is win or go home. I mean, the series is over if the Panthers win tonight. Not officially. I know. Don't get too cocky, but I mean, Boston, outside of that first game where you were just still in rhythm, and the Panthers were still waking up, and you've been outclassed, you've been outplayed, and then if you're going to try to play outside, play, as they say, Gonzo style, that's not who you are. You're in trouble. And now you're playing without Brad Marchand.
Just all the Panthers got to do,
Brad Marchand,
is be able to survive that first 10, 15 minutes.
That's all you got to do.
You survive that first period, especially that first 10, 15 minutes. I think if it's still 0-0 or just down 1 goal, or you're up 1 goal.
If you get up 1 goal.
Yeah, just keep going.
I mean, if the Panthers get up, let's just say 2-0 at the early second, I could see Boston saying, oh, man, give up the ghost, at least in the game. I'm not saying for the series, but at least in the game. I fully expect Panthers just to be the Panthers, agitate, be tough, be fast, be strong, win on the road like they have all year long, send those Boston fans home to mama, crying like they should be doing. Speaking of mama, we're going to show some love to mama next on this Mother's Day. Close out the show. This is Sports Day on 560 WQAM.
Rewind feature where you can listen to any part of any show you might have missed anytime. Get it now and make WQAM your favorite station.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Happy Mother's Day again. And Jalen Brunson just got fouled on a 3, and they did not call it. So good job, referees.
And my Yankees are just blowing a damn 6-0 lead.
This is why you shouldn't watch sports with ladies, Vlad. They don't like that. Yeah, I don't like a lot of things. But mothers love us no matter what. So take a moment real quick before we go. The most important thing that we do today is wish our mothers
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day, Big Marie.
Happy Mother's Day to my sister and Nadine.
Happy Mother's Day to my mother, Big Lynn, and to all the mothers. And for everyone that plays the role of mother, even if you're a dad and you have to be a single father with a father and a mother.
Yeah, man. Happy Mother's Day to my boy Miguel.
Yeah. But I mean, also, there's other people who take in their brothers and sisters or their nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Maybe they aren't officially mothers, but you are a mother to that person. So make the most of it. I know, Big Lynn, I can't be there with you. I would be buying you Bloody Marys and drinking Red Stripe beer. Instead, going to Jensen's liquor store, getting some Prestige and maybe some Crazy Stallion, and go hang out with Giuseppe for a little bit. My brother, Paul Day Allday's birthday today. So I'm doubly blessed today. Also going to have to double up when it comes to meals when I go back home. That's okay, though. Hey, look, it's meals I'm happy to buy. Get her some seafood, maybe some crawfish etouffee, soft shell crab, have a good time, live that life. The rest of the day, Vlad is totally locked into this New York Yankees.
I hear you. Yeah, but I mean, this is terrible right now. We had a 6-0 lead, and we hit 2 batters to blow the base and score a run. All right, that's a pop-up. Would somebody get the...
And he's into the Knicks.
And obviously, they were down 7-4 right now. And
early game.
Jesus Christ.
Early in the game.
Oh, look at all this passing. That's
wide open.
That's in.
You can't leave a guy open. Tyrese
Not leaving Halliburton open.
Wide. I mean, when I say wide open, that was wide open. Nonetheless, so for the rest of the day, Vlad's pretty locked into that. I'm on a heater. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was Duffy's, of course, Thursday and Friday, living the dream, party, music, all the good stuff. Last night went to that 80s prom over there at Zay. Well, over there, it's right around here at Zay. Today it's Mother's Day. Can't really do that, so I'm going to a peace tour at the band shell. It is basically a yoga party followed by EDM music. It is alcohol free, Vlad, because it's supposed to be healthy. So you know what that means.
Nasty work.
Pre-game and post-game for me. I'm going to go to Prima Pasta afterwards and we say hi to Henry, the bartender, get myself some eggplant parmesan, maybe eat a bunch of bread, and then get ready for the week ahead. Because, Vlad, you and I are going to be getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning maybe earlier than that. You're doing the Joe Rose Show Monday, correct? And then I'll be doing
Yes, sir.
Wednesday.
I'll be doing a Joe Rose Show with Alex Dono and Omar Kelly.
And we do have a Wednesday Cousins event coming up. You and I will be at the Hard Rock Casino for our work has some type of appreciation party from 1 to 4. So that means the cousins are going to be there living the afternoon dream, which we've been known to do a couple times.
I'm going to be lit.
Oh, no, it's going to be on. Don't worry about that. Free food, free drink. Come on, no. Actually, you can just hold the food or just.
No, I'm eating. I'm eating on them.
I'll take that to go box.
I'm drinking on them too.
No. Please believe.
And it's at the casino. I might just go to the pool.
Yeah.
Tell afterwards.
Tell me work. So we got a cousins event. Vlad and I'll be out there living the good life, having a good time. And then next weekend we will not be on because I'm going to be in San Juan, Puerto Rico. For
nice.
The weekend. Yeah, gonna go run around the old town and eat some mofongo and go check out the cats that are outside on the walls.
Don't schedule me for no damn Inter Miami game. I'm off till next weekend.
Yeah, it's an off weekend. Gotta go to San Juan. It's so easy, man. You jump on a plane an hour and a half later, you're in San Juan. You leave Saturday morning, you have all Saturday, all day Sunday, wake up early on Monday, back here. San Juan's got so much cool, great culture too, man. The fongos and the rum.
I love Puerto Rico, man.
Medea. It's all good, man. The beer's okay. I'm just throwing out stuff I know about San Juan, Puerto Rico, but I go run around to some of the dive bars, El Beatty, and just have a good time. I'm Convinto. That's a hotel, but they have a nice little lobby. So we're going to be off for that. But yeah, so 80s prom last night was.
How was that?
Yeah, it was interesting, Vlad. I was telling you, in a way is awesome. In a way, it was okay. I did not expect the crowd to be as up in age. I thought it was going to be, people.
Wait a minute. It's an 80s party.
Well, I thought people like 30s and 40s are going to be out there living it, man.
They weren't born in the 80s.
That's the thing. It was people they're not 80s babies. It was people who their heyday
who grew up in the 80s.
Yeah. And I think some of the DJs, they were good, and the band were a little too cool for school and tried to play deeper cuts to be like, oh, look, I know the 80s, instead of just play the hits.
Oh, so it wasn't a DJ, it was a band? It was
Well,
like
it's two. They had DJ Hot Pants. I don't know if that was his real name. He was good. And then they had another DJ Inside. And then they took a break and the band played.
wait, what's his name? DJ Hot Pants?
Yeah,
and DJ?
I don't know if that was his real name. I think that might have been his
DJ Inside?
his name for the night. No. There was a DJ Inside.
Oh, okay.
But a couple of times they played cuts like I had never even heard of, and I'm a big music guy. I was like, what? And I would turn to other people like, do you know this song? And some people were like, no, I've never heard it. I was like, so I think maybe it was a
You
little
might have been too young for it.
a little. I know I could be, but other people, and you could see like when they would play these I'm a real 80s cut, the dance floor would start to thin out. And I'm like, you might want to start throwing your fastball, buddy. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job.
Well,
but
I mean, they also old, so they can only dance for so long.
that's true. But there was a lot. You and I would have been on the younger quarter of the people there, which caught me off guard a little bit. I felt as though I was a kid. I really did feel as though they still had some bad ones out there. Don't get me wrong. Had a little incident by the bathroom. That was interesting.
Jesus Christ,
You
what is
missed it,
going
don't
on? Yeah, the incident in the bathroom. What was the incident?
I don't know, Vlad. It was just they're just people everywhere. But you would have liked it. It was very enjoyable. I just didn't. I don't know. The band only played for like 30 minutes. I expect a little longer than that. Like I said, there were some deep cuts. It was fun though. Zay's good. Parking. Now, Vlad, the parking lot across the street, I told you it's got to be paid. The parking lot is still free, but some of the street parking, they have put up those little meter signs. Nonetheless, I'll park for free. I ain't worried about all that. Tonight, yoga. Like I said, it is a healthy event.
Healthy yoga.
So, Jen's
Dog pose.
I might go see Giuseppe a little bit after this. I got to call Big Lynn. I got to call my brother Paul and wish him a happy birthday and do all that. So that's kind of the stuff I'm looking forward to. And then getting this week going, doing the Joe Rose show takes its toll on your body a little bit. I don't know how Joe Rose has done it for so long.
Especially if you're working like the Monday night before.
Well, that's what gets me. That's my problem. I get off of work from the Joe Rose show, basically work out and start getting ready to do work at night. And I work till midnight. And yes, lad, I know the prudent thing would be don't drink any of the free beer that the fine breweries or Duffy's offers you, but I'm not that type of guy. And neither are you, so don't lie.
No.
You're not going to go to Duffy's and Sabrina's going to be bringing you beers and you go, oh, no, I got to work in the morning. You're going to say, bring it on. Just bring it on. Justin, too.
Justin the laugh.
Justin in the laugh. If you don't know Justin, you will know Justin when you go to Duffy's at Plenty. And he knows,
you'll definitely know who
he
that
knows
is.
he has an interesting laugh. It's part of his signature. It's part of his charm. He's a very charming young man. No, I'm maybe the old guy at the party. He's a very charming young man.
Yeah, you saying charming young man's funny.
But yeah, the 80s party was cool, man. 80s prom was cool. And some people had some elaborate outfits, Vlad. You saw me. You saw me. And you can look at Dan Day Radio on Twitter and Instagram. I'll put up some video, put up some pictures. I was wearing a white shirt, short sleeve with a black skinny tie and black pants. I realized I looked like a Mormon at one point in the night.
Jeez.
I really do. Like, look at it, lad. I was dressed like a Mormon, like those bike Mormons that come around and try to recruit you for their religion. That was me. I did look kind of 80s, though. I was wearing a very small shirt, by the way.
Oh, my God. It's not a good start.
I had a 1989 basketball tournament shirt, but I was not allowed to wear that one. Oh, yoga.
All right, I'm done.
I'm not sending you
I'm
pictures.
done.
not
I'm
sending you
done.
pictures. You're not done. You're not done.
I'm done. It's probably you passed the time.
Oh, wait, it's 14-4. Yeah, you're done. All right, well, let's see if the Knicks can rally. Let's see if the Marlins can rally. Let's see if the Panthers can win. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks. For my cousin Vladimir Luso, I am Dan Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day. This has been Sports Day on 560 WQAM.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Have a great, fun, safe day from all of us at